You're listening to the Metal Gear Resurrections podcast pre-show to the Game Awards. I'm your host, Johnny Flores Jr. I am joined with Mr. Cropes and eHolmes91.
Also want to get the nominee set up.
That's
I can
important.
do mine because it's all about the final countdown to the year.
To hit record. It's very important.
Yes.
Oh yeah, yours was Final Countdown. I can't believe I forgot about that.
I need to make sure my mic's closer. I noticed that my audio was a lot quieter,
What?
a little bit quieter than your guys' last time. So I'll make sure my mic's actually where it should be.
Oh shit.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
I have not listened yet.
Well, it's I didn't notice it, but then my daughter pointed it out. She was like, "Why are you quieter?" And then I could not hear it.
The babes of children do not lie.
She'll be like, she'll hear your voice, and she'll be like, "Is that Adam with the red hair?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "No, that's Adam, bitch."
That's Adam with the gray hair lately.
It's the final countdown. The final countdown. Oh, we're headed for Venus, and still we stand tall. 'Cause maybe they've seen us.
Take it away, boys.
From last week choosing Noah Khan to this week choosing Europe's The Final Countdown, I challenge anyone out there to be a whiter white boy than me.
Oh, I don't know if it's possible.
Can't do it. Can't do
Let's-
it.
I was gonna say, let's make a contest out there, folks. If anyone's whiter
like
than
it.
Elliot, tell us on all our social media platforms.
I just remember that Kendrick Lamar is going to be the Super Bowl halftime performer, and I'm like, oh, can't they get someone else? That's how white I am.
Oh my god,
Wow, that's
such blasphemy!
pretty white. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's just slander against good music, but
I didn't say that Kendrick Lamar was bad. I said, can they get someone different? Read into that as you will.
It sounds worse the second time around.
I
Could they get
don't
someone
think this
different?
got better.
Last year they had Usher.
No, they didn't. Did they?
Yes, I
Yeah, they
was.
Oh,
I was
I didn't
there.
watch
I
it
was.
then.
I was
I
at
didn't
the
watch the
game.
halftime show.
I saw Usher with my own eyes at the game.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, and then the year before that was Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and Mary J. Blige and
That I remember.
others.
And Kendrick, and 50 Cent,
Yeah, he popped up.
and Eminem.
Kendrick, he just wasn't in the title card. He was just one of
I'll,
those extras that came out.
I'll be honest. There's probably a 99% chance that when Kendrick Lamar popped up over that halftime performance, I was probably like, "Who is that? Do I know that
God.
person?"
Only if it was Rascal fucking Flats, you'd have been fine.
I also do not like Rascal Flats, so swing and a miss, Adam.
You're not as white as you think, then. So haha.
I'm just a different kind. Different
Stop.
kind
You're
of
a
white.
different breed of white person.
I'm built different.
He's definitely not like us.
I think this terrible joke just got us all canceled. That's what's coming.
I think we're good.
All right. Well, what have you been playing, you fucker?
Well, I think Johnny and I both played and beat a game that you had played before, and that is Indica. Johnny, did you beat it?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. Well, you're probably pretty close. It took me about 3 hours and 45 minutes. So I think Adam has talked
Oh,
about
that's interesting.
Adam has talked about Indica on this podcast before, but it
Yep.
is like a narrative, very light puzzle adventure about a nun in Russia. And is it after the First World War
Yeah.
or Second World War? And then,
First World War.
then I don't know if there's a light steampunk to some of the stuff, or is that
Yeah.
actual machinery that would have been there?
I don't know.
To it, but and it's just on her journey to she's supposed to deliver a letter to a priest, but she is also, and this isn't spoilers, it happens at the beginning, she hears voices and or hears, not really possessed by, but sees hallucinations from what appears to be the devil. So yeah. So yeah, you had said that it was really good. I'd heard a couple other places it was really good. So I've had it on PlayStation for a couple months. I just haven't played it. It was actually on sale on PlayStation at the time and not on Steam. That was the first time I'd ever seen that. But right now it's on sale on Steam and not PlayStation. So, but yeah, I really liked it. I really, really liked the story. It's one of those games, as soon as I beat, I kind of was like, huh. But then I was like,
Yeah.
the more I've thought about it, it definitely has different layers and nuances, and absolutely gorgeous game, like so pretty. And I don't know how big the team was, but it's just the way that it looks is gorgeous. The music is so freaking weird. It goes from like, I guess kind of what you might expect for the era, and then all of a sudden it'll be like these weird like bop and around, yeah, all this weird like off the wall zany stuff, and I guess that's like kind of reflecting what Indica's mind is. But yeah, that's kind of overview. Johnny, what do you think of it?
I thought it was a good use of like kind of putting like both religion and mental health into a game, and especially how religion views mental health. I would say it was really because of the Unreal Engine, it was really great looking. You can obviously see like the limitations as you go through the game, especially like the parts like you have like some parts where it's like the puzzle parts, especially like in the trying to remember, I think like the fish factory. And basically, it's like, what the fuck kind of layout of a fish factory is this? Like, this is obviously not the type. But I haven't finished it yet. It says here I've played for 4 hours. I don't know how long this game's supposed to be, but I think I'm probably on level 14. So
okay, you are like right at the end. Like,
okay,
right at the end. 'Cause
All right.
I was gonna say, like, if you pass the fish factory, you're a good 2/3 of the way through the game.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because it's one of those games also like helps you like basically makes you think how to like beat this puzzle or how to solve the puzzle. There's I didn't see like any like coloring or anybody like literally telling you like the devil himself didn't tell me like you can definitely beat this puzzle if you walk upright this way and hit the action button. So
Yeah, it's no Ragnarok.
yeah, so that I enjoyed. I was like, all right, cool. A game like it actually lets me think and like kind of be on your toes, especially when you're being chased by like a demon wolf dog. I was like, what the
Yeah, that's so fast in the game too. It's fucking ridiculous.
I didn't even notice it until for some reason like on PC. I think it's a little buggy in my end. Sometimes the cutscene will be just clipped just right where I was being chased, and then I didn't see it. I was like, where is it? And all of a sudden I hear like, "Rrr." I was like, shit, it's fucking behind me. Run, nun lady.
Yeah.
Unless you're getting the exact same bug as me.
Yeah.
Like there was some weird clipping on the cutscenes.
Okay.
And with the dog there was another one where there was like a kind of a very pivotal moment with like a character, and it just like clipped from the cutscene, and I had to like piece together what happened. Yeah, I think the game is it's weird how it like not just outside of Indica herself, there was some surreal stuff, like the dog weird, or the whole fish factory, like the entire thing, like the cans of tuna are like the size of a coffin.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And then like I don't know if you looked, there was one part of the fish factory where you can like look off because you have to dodge those like pretty big fish, but there's one part, if you look off, there are like fish just hanging from hooks going by that are like the size of whales.
Yes, that's what I saw. I was like, what is this? Like, there cannot be whales in here. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so
It's definitely very trippy. The music's great because at times it would kind of like basically fuel what you were going through. You're either being chased or you kind of like sneaking around, so sort of like not being spotted by anybody that's not really there. That the game kind of makes you pretend is there. Especially when it's like the schizophrenic moments where it's like, I have to pray to kind of fix this room several times over, and then that like threw me off. I didn't expect that. And when I first played it, I didn't pay attention. I was like, what the fuck's happening? It's like the room just fell apart. Like, are demons coming after me? It's like, do I have to pray here? Oh dear God, please save me, y'all. Kind of thing.
It's interesting because when that happens the first time, I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, this is going to be like the mechanic. Like,
Right.
this is going to come back. Like, we're going to see this. And it's like, no, it's.
No.
It happens, what, 2 times? Maybe 3?
I think so.
I think it's 3 pivotal points.
Yeah. But, and another thing we haven't mentioned is the flashbacks. That was probably one of the cooler things where I liked the idea. So the flashbacks go to like an 8-bit style part of the, and just to show Indica's like life before she became a nun, why she became a nun, things like that. And while Indica's present day stuff is just like puzzles where outside of the time when you're being chased by a dog, there's no real fail state unless you fall into like the water or off of something. There's no real fail state, but like the puzzle part of it, not the puzzle part of it, the flashback part of it, some of those are not like, oh my God, hard, but like for like the relaxing, like not really having to like really like, okay, lean forward and figure it out. Some of those are pretty challenging for the 8-bit. Like, Johnny, you haven't got to one, but there's one that's reminiscent of Pac-Man.
Okay.
It's very similar to Pac-Man.
Yeah.
That annoyed the shit out of me. I don't know if you... it didn't take me longer than like 5 minutes to get through it, but it was 5 very annoying minutes because it's like, what if the ghosts on Pac-Man had a projectile they could throw at you, and you have to dodge that too. But yeah,
There's one later. I had to look at our trophies. There's one later where it's actually just like platform jumping, and you have to go with the rhythm. That one screwed me up a lot.
That one I got into the rhythm, and I think I only failed that one like 3 times because it was very much like I found out early on. It's like you listen to the rhythm. And
okay.
That one was actually probably my favorite one. But yeah, so that was what there's like. What are there 4 of those? I think.
Yeah. I think so.
4 of those, and they're all completely different. One's like a isometric kart racer. One's just like a platformer with some wonky moving platforms. One's a rhythm-based platformer, and then the last one is like Pac-Man-esque. So yeah, I think those were cool, and it was just very much like a. I wonder if Indica, like the team was like, okay, this is very much like, there's no bad ideas. Let's talk about it. And then there's just like a lot of ideas and like, how can we incorporate this into what is a really, really good story?
Yes.
The voice acting is incredible. I think, is Indica nominated? Talk about game of the year or the.
Yeah, I don't think
it
so.
is, and that's pretty criminal.
She must have been nominated for something else, like more indie award thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was good, and I do know. I remember you talking about the part of like, don't screenshot and you get a trophy.
Yeah.
I will say, my sweet little innocent mind, I did not even think about screenshotting that same scene, and then I got the trophy, and I was like, oh, I bet Johnny screenshotted this.
Well, I think I said it at the time. Like, I just thought
Johnny's
that would have been.
Johnny's like, no comment. He's like,
yeah, right.
He's like, what trophy are you talking about?
I was going to say, on the advisement of my attorney, I've been told to plead the 5th.
I think there's an achievement for getting a picture though.
Mm-hmm. There's also an achievement. One of the first puzzle you run into after you do the water 5 times, but like is getting across that bridge. Did you guys get the achievement for falling in the water too many times?
Yes. So I don't
think I did
couple
there.
of them.
Yeah, you get an achievement. I think it's. I don't know if it says an exact number, but it had to be at least like 5 or 6 times.
There's one that's 5 and one that's 10.
Yeah, so like I come across that as 5. Like where I fell in the pond 5 times, and it's like you get an achievement. The achievements are funny. It's like achievements to die, achievements to like I forget what else, like to pray when you're being chased by the dog.
The puzzles didn't really trip me up too much, except for that one. I was like, okay, it gets caught on the way coming back. Now I got to see if I keep going back and forth, will it get caught on the way going forward so I can get on it? I'm like, no, you idiot.
There's a lot of that in that game.
And I think
What did you guys think of the cutscene when you finally kill the wolf?
it's like the wolf is just like dangling.
Yeah,
like,
that his head just dangling, just like
but
repeatedly.
again,
hit.
like it plays with perspective on that, and it's like, oh, it's from the perspective of the wolf. Let's see what they do with this later in the game. They don't. It's just a lot of like, and then I mean, this light spoilers for like the very beginning of the game. Indica's sitting there, and I think she's about to receive like communion wine or something like that from a priest or like, communion or whatever.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, she hears like this, like boop 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 music, and the priest's mouth starts to open, and there's like a little mini version of the priest in his underwear in his mouth.
Yep.
And then she closes it again, or he closes it, and it goes, and then he opens it again, and it comes out and like runs along the priest's arm as he's about to like give her whatever, and so she like freaks out and knocks, and I'm like, okay, so we're gonna see like all these different kinds of hallucinations and weird things, and I mean, you do see hallucinations and stuff, but nothing zany like that again. And it's like, I do wonder. I mean, it's like one of two things. One, they're doing that on purpose to be like, okay, her mind's all over the place. Like, you don't know how it's gonna reveal itself. Or two, it's just kind of like, okay, let's try this. But again, like throughout, it's like, let's try all these different ideas in what could have been a very linear, tell this story, have some puzzles, call it good, have more generic flashbacks or conversations with someone, but it's like, no, we're gonna tell this story in a weird ass way.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, like, the first person you come across outside of the convent was like the bridge keeper, and you don't see him, you just hear the dog, and he's just saying like, unholy, go away, you're unholy, my dog's upset. And it was just like one of those things where it's like, you leave and it's just like bleak, there's nothing out there, there's nobody out there. You're supposed to come across a person. You don't. You find your way across. The next people you find is like a train has like derailed, and like somebody's literally like just kind of like barbecue skewered, and they're just like, well, we're playing music for him because he's gonna die. It's like, we can't do shit for him. It's like, you're a nun. You want to pray for his soul? And it's like, what the fuck is happening here?
Yeah, I think it was just like the very bleak of Russia at that time. I think they were, trying to show that. And again, like there was so many parts where it was like serious in like the time, or serious because, mental state or things like that. And then it's like, here's this priest in his underwear dancing down an arm.
Totally normal in the church.
Yeah. So, and then so the voice of the devil when he would pop in.
Yeah.
I do like that it wasn't like, it didn't sound satanic at all. Like it didn't sound like or scary or anything. It's just this like, British sounding guy that's just chatting and just like saying some things. And I do love that, like when on those few times when you had to like, so what happens is like you see like what you need to get across, but there's no way across it. And then all of a sudden, like you have like a mental breakdown, and the devil starts talking to you, and it breaks apart, and there's these like red chasms, but things shift to where the chasm moves some stuff up. And as that's happening, like the devil's like yelling at you and saying like all these like super offensive things about like what you found out about being in the convent or this or that. And when you pray, it goes back to normal, and he stops talking. And then it's like that track keeps running though, because when you stop praying, it's like not, he's just still on his rant. And I thought that was really good. Just like, but again, I was like, okay, this is going to happen quite a bit. And it did happen recurring, but it's like they used other things could have used there. I don't know. It was a very interesting game. I'm very glad. And again, like people are listening, it's normally $20 right now. I think it's on Steam for like 15. So it's super cheap. I mean, it is a short experience. I think I lucked out in my puzzles. That's like, I kind of stumbled, like the Fish Factory answer. I did that one like really quick. I kind of just like, oh, this thing like looks like it could move over here, and then it moved, and I was like, oh, I can hop, and like, so I think I kind of lucked through some puzzles. And the elevator one, I stumbled upon that one too. I was like,
that one I just like bumblefucked my way through. I did not like that one.
I was like, this seems like it's
I don't know why.
It seems like it's probably going to take a while, and I just like hit buttons and ran up and downstairs, and then I was like in the next part, and I was like, oh, okay.
I thought like.
Are you talking about the one?
Yeah.
Where there's two
the double elevators.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that Ilya guy was supposed to like help you out. I was like, "Where's the button?" Tell him to like, go up, go down. Like, come on, one-armed man, help me out here.
That one fucked me, and there's one I think like smack dab in the center of the game where I think you're inside like a barn almost. I can't remember, just some like sort of factory, and there's one elevator, and you have to keep climbing up and then jump the elevator up a little bit with like the weight. There was just one literal literally a place to climb onto that I did not see for like 30 fucking minutes.
Well, and
I had ran in circles for so long.
Well, and there's another place where you could climb that was a literal dead end, like a red herring, like to throw you off. Because I climbed to the top, and I was like, "What the hell?" And I think I accidentally fell off, so it like started me back at the bottom. And I was like, "Oh!" And then I happened to see it. So, yeah, fantastic use of weirdness.
Yeah. I'm glad you guys played it. I mean, it's a fucking experience. That's what it is. And I think it's really those 8-bit story moments, like those flashbacks, that really just make it fucking something cool. Like, it could have just been all a UE5 game and you never do anything fun, but that one was just like, here you go.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's really, I mean, it hasn't been too long since we've recorded, so I haven't really played much outside of that game. Was thinking about maybe playing Indiana Jones. That's officially out now. It was in early access, meaning spend $35 to play it 4 days.
Yeah.
I learned my lesson on Starfield. Like, I played Starfield probably 10 hours of it in those 3 days or whatever, and I have not picked up Shattered Space at all. I think I'm more likely to pick up the DLC for Indiana Jones, because we can talk about it a little bit more. I very much like everything Indiana Jones related. But yeah, so I have not played it. I will probably tonight after we record. I'll probably hop on and try it out. But Johnny, I don't think you've played it either, but I know Adam, you have. So
yeah, I spent a lot of the day playing it.
Let's hear about it. Yeah, let's hear about it.
Go on. Oh, okay. Hold on. I gotta boot up his music now. Shit.
Oh, God, you
caught me fucking slipping. Up in this bitch.
Let me give you the awkward Zoom stare where you don't know exactly who I'm looking at.
I honestly thought you froze. I'm like,
I thought everybody froze. I was like, oh.
I was just waiting.
I lost everyone.
Well, while we're waiting, it's okay. I mean,
Like a bad man, smooth criminal. She said my spirit doesn't move like it did before. She said that I don't look like me no more. I said I'm just tired. She said you're just high, and I said I saw you in the water. And I said I saw you in the water.
a little bit too much bass on that song, but not bad.
There's a little bit. I'm trying to find like the best 10-second segments that I can out of songs that I like. So we're just gonna go on that adventure, I guess. Indiana Jones is okay. I think parts of it are too big and it needs a method of fast travel. And I will also say that this game is too pretty to not launch with the photo mode.
Alright, that's what everyone's complaint is. I see online.
And then the last grievance that I think I'm slowly teaching myself to get over is when I tweeted today and said, Troy Baker's Indiana Jones is like Jeff Goldblum doing an impersonation of Harrison Ford. And I still kind of stand by that in voice alone. But I think what I was kind of missing was just the way that Indiana Jones speaks. So it's Harrison Ford's voice, but like the way that Indiana Jones speaks and the connotations and intonations and everything else that's nation, he's kind of nailing that. And I think this game actually is a little funny, and it does come down to those moments. But there is a moment somewhere near the beginning where he's talking as the excitable Indy. And I was like, that does not sound like anybody I've ever heard talk to anybody in my life. Like, I kind of don't know what voice he was going for there. But other than that, like, I guess he's nailing it in one regard or another. He kind of sounds a little dull. And I think that's kind of what's really killing the whole Harrison Ford thing for me. I guess if he was trying to play like 80-year-old Harrison Ford, he might be nailing that level of just kind of dryness. But other than that, like I said, I'm trying to get used to it. I'm trying to find the good in it, because the good is in a lot of other places. But I'm not there yet, and I'm still just kind of fighting my way through it. So I think a lot of people at this point know that the first place that you travel to is Vatican City. And in Vatican City, you start at the very top of the map. And there's a lot of things that you do at the very bottom of the map. And by a lot, I mean like at least 50% of what I did was at the bottom of the map. And it has a lot of back and forths between the bottom and the top. And it also did the thing where you can go and explore a place and wipe it out and then come back 10 minutes later because you got a side quest that you didn't know existed. So you have to go back to that same place and then go explore it more. So I'm trying to learn my way through playing Indiana Jones at this point, where it's like the next area that I go to, I guess I won't heavily explore so much in the beginning of it. Like, that's probably just my gamer brain that I had told you guys about. Like, it's the thing where there's a lot of map. I want to see what's on the map. And everything in between there, really, when you find it, is so much fun. And it's so much cooler than I would have expected. There are so many fucking puzzles. Like, I'm going to leave Vatican City to go on to whatever the next location is with so much shit on this map. And I think that's only because I've aggravated myself so much that I need to move on to the next map. But you can always come back. And what I was able to do far too late, because sooner or later, if you start like unlocking all the safes, you just get a shitload of money. And you can buy maps that put several markers on your map for each of the collectibles that you can find. One of them is going around and taking pictures, and this is an ongoing quest through the most parts that I've been through so far of Vatican City. Is some of these you find organically through the story and some of them you don't. But if you're not really tracking that quest, it doesn't necessarily tell you. Like, it'll show you a circle on the map if, like, you know, you get the circle. But these ones don't appear until you're in them. And while there's a little camera indicator that pops up and says, hey, you can take a picture of this, I guess I never stumbled upon one. So I've got, I think, 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10 at this point, because I was not able to fetch it at the right time when the game, I guess, immediately expected me to. But the puzzles are fucking cool when you get to them. Like, I beat my head against one for about 5 minutes earlier because I was thinking too literally to like real world context of what it's trying to tell me and not the little image that's on the screen in front of me. And at that point I was like, I'm the dumb one, but also this puzzle was cool for even making me kind of doubt what it expected. There are some that are just the basic safes, like you pick up notes and you find the combination to the safe, but a lot of things require codexes. And I think that's where the puzzles do get cool, because you are just going back and forth between, I have this set of information and this set of information and this set, and here's my puzzle I've got to solve. None of them are terribly challenging. I think the combat's cool. Elliot, like, I know kind of one thing that we had seen or heard was like a lot of the combat kind of sucks. And I've come around on that. Like, my beef with the combat itself is there's a stamina, like, bar. So usually Indy can get in like 3 or 4 hits, but if you try and do a parry or a dodge during that also knocks down your stamina, so then you have less hits. And there's a parry system in the game, but when your character's tired, when Indiana's tired, he'll like block and then just shove them, so you actually do no damage at that point, which just prolongs the fight. But when you have like stealth kills, basically that are just one hits, that's pretty fucking nice. Like, remember those days?
Oh yeah.
The game is just truly fucking pretty. Like, it really is. There was kind of one point that I just passed like right before we got on here, where you pass through, and it's the most basic effect, right? Like, it's nothing special. But in this game, it looked cool. It was just like you're in the cave, there's a hole in the wall, and you've got the light shining through. But the way that it all fucking looked together was probably one of the best effects that I've seen of that attempt at a video game in a long fucking time. So, no photo mode sucks. Especially for a game where you have a literal camera. That's kind of weird. But yeah, I don't know. I'm indifferent right now. I can probably train my brain to play the next level better and not kind of hate my way through parts of it, but probably not. It's still broken.
Oh, you're gonna do the exact same thing with the next level.
I will. Inevitably, that's what's gonna happen. I don't know. You guys have questions, thoughts, concerns?
Yeah.
Well,
Go ahead, Elliot.
Okay, the flow is mine. How is the freedom in the game? Like, how is it? Like, do you climb up buildings? Like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
So that's kind of where I was at, because there are so many methods of traversal, and while I mentioned like the bottom to the top to the bottom of the map several times,
Mhm.
is there is just no straight through line through there.
Okay.
So a lot of it is trying to remember like shortcuts to places. So you can do your whip, and you can either like swing back and forth and jump, or you can just climb your whip and get to where you need to go. So there's a lot of variety and versatility to like getting around the map. It kind of does the old tried and true of this door is locked from this side, you cannot enter, or a door is just locked. So there's a lot of like shortcuts when you get through more content. But some of that I just haven't made my way through to yet. So we'll see. But it's fun. I think the problem is the map is too big.
I gotcha.
If I could just if they even just had like fast travel points, like if you didn't have instant fast travel and had to get somewhere, that would still be fun to get to. Something like that. Like, just give me points on the map, don't give me instant. So, yeah, like you could still do incentive to move if you just did that.
So you can only travel by foot in this game so far. Is there any other vehicle? I don't even remember if there was, which is kind of odd because like that's another element of the film series as well.
Yeah, he's always in a Jeep.
It's like either in a boat or a plane or on a horse or a motorcycle or a tank even.
There's not been like a chase sequence or anything yet.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true in films too. He's always being chased.
I would be so shocked if they didn't do some kind of chase sequence at some point.
They probably do. I'm sure they would. Like, the only chasing that you really have is, you're just following Tony Todd, basically. But that's in, like, the first hour of the fucking game, almost. I am sure, and I don't want to spoil anything, but do you guys know where the game starts?
From the first movie, right?
Yeah. It starts with the Raiders of the Lost Ark, and that is a very special kind of choice because it tries to also video gamify that level. So there are collectibles on that first level that are like, why are they here? You're trying to do this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
But, I'm very excited to play it. I think it's I think it's interesting that they even did the game now. Like 2024 Indiana Jones is definitely not at the highest point he's been in the last, not at the lowest point, because as Dial of Destiny it was a hell of a lot better than Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. So definitely not at the low point, but I do wonder if they thought that, I don't know, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny was going to be better or what, but they didn't even really time it for release. Maybe that was the initial plan and they delayed it, but it seems like a property out of time. Just like, did someone want to do an Uncharted like but didn't want it to be a clone of Uncharted. So they're like, we're gonna do, and I know it's first person mostly instead of third person, but we're gonna do what was Uncharted before Uncharted was, what is Nathan Drake based after all this stuff? Is it Nathan? Is it Nathan? What the fuck is it?
Yeah, Nathan Drake.
It's Nathan Drake.
Yeah, it's Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I think even for this, it's interesting that they chose to go immediately after Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah.
Like they did exactly what people wanted them to because they can do it in video game form. Because if they were to try and recast Indiana Jones with the current generations that are alive, I feel like that's going to be an impossibility. Maybe after all of us die and the kids can recast Indiana Jones. So it seems like they did this precise point in Indy's history to try and capture a lot of them, like nostalgia. So yeah, like they are truly stuck in time because they don't know what they want to do with this. They can't move on from Harrison Ford, and they can't do anything aside from that one movie that literally everybody loves. The second you get past Raiders of the Lost Ark, which is the first movie, the second you get past that, you have a lot of people that are like, not this one, not this one, not this one. So, yeah, they don't fucking know what to do. I think this game is a good representation of what to do next, right? Like, it starts out and you find a note from Marion, because of course you find a note from Marion. And then it moves on, and it even takes a while. Like, you find more supporting characters, but not immediately.
Okay.
And in true Indiana Jones fashion, you're wondering, like, which one of these guys is going to be first. So you're kind of always expecting that up to the point where I am in the Vatican, just because obviously shit's not feeling great there, given that Indiana Jones is there. I don't know. I'd say give it a shot, because really, if you've got an Xbox, it's on Game Pass. If you have waited and want something to play on PlayStation, fucking have at it, because it's not bad enough to skip. It's just not perfect for me right now. It's like a 7. I guess it's like 7 out of 10.
7
we'll see what come. I guess we'll see come the end. But.
Yeah, because they released the day one patch. That was yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Right. So I don't even know what did it actually do, because I see a lot of people still having buggy issues. Like you showed us
the helicopter broom.
Yeah, helicopter broom, where it's ooh, ghost broom, cool. Yeah. Other people have other issues where it's frame rate dropping, especially if you're not using Xbox. Depending on PC, and people still trying to do with Steam as well, where it would just get weird. Basically you would lose pixels, and it would look like the eyes were green instead of actually regular eye color. Your background drops. People would literally pop into the screen that they were supposed to be there, and you're probably being attacked by an invisible man wearing a belt, kind of thing. So I mean, there's some like all games nowadays. This is what we have to come to grips now. This is how it's done. The games are not perfect. That's why there's patches coming in later on, or even day one, where something's got to be fixed. There are bugs, and as long as not critical issue bugs, where they'll fucking basically just kick you out of the game. I mean, I think people learn to live with it. That's why they just got all these raving reviews, which I can kind of see. The property's been feeling kind of lulled there with kind of like Disney taking over, and I'm guessing everyone assuming they know what they're going to do that's properly. I know. Let's get the fans hyped up. James Mangold, would you like to direct an indie movie? We'll make the fans think you're going to Loganify this fucking thing. So I don't know. Movie was alright. I wouldn't say it was great. It ends with me with The Last Crusade. Sean Connery.
Too long.
But you know what? I'm glad that it's a property that has something now as a game. So it's you can get to kind of enjoy the indie you would kind of imagine drawn up in your head, your vision of it. I mean, I've listened to clips of Troy Baker, so there are parts where it's it doesn't hit. There are a few parts where it's ooh, that's kind of comparable to what Harrison Ford would say. But
I
like,
think that's where like
yeah.
the beginning fucks up, is starting
Yeah.
with Raiders of the Lost Ark, because you already have this immediate comparison to what you heard in the movie. Like that was a tough sell.
Yeah.
Maybe if they hadn't done that, I'd just been like, oh yeah, this does kind of sound like that. But no, they had to draw an immediate comparison. And I know that that's not what he sounded like completely come the end, but I don't know.
That's
strange.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like getting Indiana Jones from like Timu, where it's like, wait a minute, something's off here. It's like this is not.
That would be like. This would be like if somebody told me that the walk-in impression that I've done on this podcast is so good that I should go make a job out of it. It's kind of some levels that it reaches sometimes. So if I just go out and get the job, like somebody just said, yeah, go do that. Okay, great. Get your wholesale Christopher Walken here.
I do want to hear your impression of Troy Baker. What was it? Troy Baker having Jeff Goldblum play Harrison Ford. So I want to hear your impression of those layers.
Of all the layers?
Oh my god!
I need all the layers.
Jesus. Well, you see, that's all that.
Name cop out.
It's like I'm hearing something. Hey, what's happening?
If I could think of something more indie to say, there would be some gold.
Does anybody know any lines? I have no idea.
That's a big boulder.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad, but that's about where it's at.
I thought
and
that
it's
was
just so
Baker.
fucking.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
like how much would it have cost to like get like the digital archive for like his fucking for Harrison Ford's like voice? Like probably a lot.
I'm sure
Disney, imagine, owns it. Like whatever archival, like deleted scenes, shit like on film or digital, whatever.
Yeah, that's all right, because that'd probably come out sounding like Microsoft Harrison. Like,
Oh god,
if I want that.
Oh yeah, and then that would give like some CEO like of a company going like, this is where we can use AI to fill in voices. Like, go away.
Yeah, I think
that's what I feel like it would come to.
Purposely had to do like, oh no, we're gonna do Troy Baker. We're gonna do someone very well known so that he can like speak to, this is not AI. We did not use AI. They should have just had Harrison Ford voice it now. I was actually thinking that just like his like really, really gruff lower voice at his older age, just with his younger face. I mean, that's what they did for Dial of Destiny. They did the de-aging.
Yeah.
It was just his voice. So.
That's what they did for like the From Russia with Love game that EA did. They had like old Sean Connery come in and like do these voice lines when you were like younger, now in your voice.
Oh yeah.
I would love to see Harrison Ford on a press junket for a video game.
He would fucking make a day out of it with his grumpy ass.
No. He'd be like, they gave me a check. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I just wanted to make some money.
That's pretty.
At least he likes Indiana. He seems to like Indiana Jones more than he liked ever playing fucking Han Solo. But
now I need to look if Harrison Ford has ever done any voice acting at all.
Yeah, he did like for Secret Life of Pets. Secret Life of Pets 2, the second one. He was that Sherman Shepherd, right? Or was it like, what was it? No, not
spoken like a true.
Go ask him. I'm sure he'll
Labrador.
Tell you.
Was it a Labrador Retriever? I don't remember.
Johnny's like, how dare you forget the Secret Life of Pets 2?
That should have been nominated, Harrison Ford.
Oscar worthy.
Oh god.
My only final note for Indiana Jones, I find mildly hilarious that all of the enemies that you fight up to this point are just called fascist.
Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah.
What the fuck? This is just like with like the Crystal Skull, where it's like, oh, it's just Russians now. Fuck.
Yeah. So this one's still Germany, but they're like, when you go into Vatican City, they've just been taken over by a fascist regime. It's so funny because I can only imagine how many right-wing people, sorry guys if you're listening, like immediately shut this game off upon the time. I didn't mean I'm sorry, I'm not.
I was gonna say fuck that.
They would demand a refund if it wasn't there. They're like, what the fuck?
Right.
They would be
like
uproarious.
I was just like, this pisses off so many people right now.
Well, I don't know. We got like newer people, newer countries over at Russia, United Arab Emirates, Iraq, Ukraine. They're all listening now. They
Shout
want
out
to
to
hear this
them.
kind of stuff. Okay, so you fight just cult people. Like now it's religion, which is kind of like what
Well,
is it? Religion, religious cult, or death cult?
right now they're neither, at least yet. We'll see.
Oh, okay.
All right, Johnny, what have you been playing?
All right, I'm gonna cue my shit up and then I'll get to talking.
You don't want me to stare at you awkwardly for 5 seconds?
Please stare at me right in my face, in my eyes. This is what I paid for.
Stay chill the fuck out. I'm trying to sit down. I'm trying to do nothing with my time. I've been sipping on a blueberry night. So chill the fuck out. I'm trying to lay down. I'm trying to do nothing with my mind. I've been sipping on a blueberry night.
Yeah, I unleashed my inner white woman onto this podcast. Here's what I've been playing. I've been playing Black Ops 6 campaign. And once you get past the part where we last spoke, where I think me and Ellie were on, basically, I forgot what mission title it was, but it was like you were going to go see like Governor Clinton like at a function, which ended up being like, all right, here's politics in our game. And then like going into like, all right, we gotta bust out our buddy Adler here. He's in the basement of this secret CIA black site. Okay, to get to him, pass by that Little Caesar's hut onto the way to the door. I was like, wow, this is great product placement here. Love it. But yeah, like they have like these elite fucking thugs that like, oh, I'm supposed to be afraid of you. You got a minigun. And my Metal Gear ass was like, eat some C4, bitch. And just like, basically one shot killed an enemy holding onto a fucking railgun. I was like, oh wow, that was easy.
Oh yeah.
Everybody shit their pants and ran away. And I'm just like here standing in the doorway going like, you don't scare me, sir, or that big thing you're holding between your legs. So, I mean, after that, you go like, all right, this is the 90s. Where do we go to next? Iraq, motherfucker. So this is probably got the listeners now. They want to know about Call of Duty Black Ops 6 through a Metal Gear Resurrections podcast. So here we go. That shit was reminiscent of Metal Gear Solid 5, except you have a fucking crew going with you, which I feel like, wow, I could have used like 3 other people on certain missions in Phantom Pain. Like, what the fuck? Call of Duty fixed that issue. Nice traveling with the Jeep. The Jeep you drive actually feels like you're driving a Jeep and not a fucking block of cement. So they fixed that one too. And the fucking environment is lived in. There's all these secondary options. And there's like the main options. Like, we gotta destroy them SAM sites. And that's, that's a generic accent just throwing there. Because I'm actually working with the British SAS on that mission. So I can't do an English accent. It'll be like, what? Chip, chip, cheerio. We're here to blow up some semis. I guess.
Better than what I could do. You will never catch me trying to do it.
Oh, cheerio. We're here to blow up some semis.
I mean, all right, but that shit was cool. Like, all right, wow. Call of Duty fixed like a Metal Gear issue I had like years back. Cool. And then when
You didn't like wandering around boring ass Afghanistan all that time?
oh, exactly. Like, yeah, woo, that would have been so fucking great. But now I'm like with the crew, and they just like automatically react like, oh fuck, guys, like I'm trying to sneak here, and one just goes like, hey, let me just shoot this fucking sniper and let everybody know where we are. Like, you motherfucker. Like, who told you to shoot, bitch? But no, it's good. The campaign's great. I'm at a part where it's like now there's zombies involved, and it's like, oh fuck, we're getting trippy. My character like inhaled some kind of nuclear hallucinogen, and I was like, what the fuck's happening? I'm tripping balls and seeing zombies and mannequins moving. Hey, it's Call of Duty right there for you. But yeah, no, it's really enjoyable. Other than that, like, anyone who has ever been interested in a fucking game called High on Life, no matter how much is on sale, do not fucking pull the trigger. It is the worst fucking game you could ever fucking play. And not because of the fucking person behind it, it's because the game actually does suck.
It's garbage. It's
Yeah.
garbage. It's
Yeah.
fucking bad.
Yeah,
I was
just-
excited for that game, and then I played an hour of it, and I was like, I am good
Right.
enough on this game, and maybe chuckle a couple
Yeah.
times. I like that sense of humor, the Rick and Morty stuff. But yeah, that as a game, it is
No good.
Nah.
turd.
Yeah. And other than that, reliving Remedy, playing Max Payne, realizing that like everybody's so in love with Max Payne 3. And I go like I played like the first like 30 minutes of it. I played it before, but I was like replaying on Steam, and it's like I'm hearing James McCaffrey and I go like, wow, he sounds like somebody who doesn't want to be recording these lines, just saying these lines. Because you go from that to like what he was given like in Control and like in Alan Wake 2, it's like, oh shit, that's night and day. Like, what the fuck happened over there? Or is that just like a contractual obligation thing where it's like, oh, we got you for one more game, you got to do it, lifetime.
I don't know if it didn't help at that time that
Yeah.
that game had 2 timelines and he talks the exact way in both. Like there's, the flashbacks that are constant in that fucking game. I did not like Max Payne 3 for the story. I like Max Payne 3 for the combat.
Pretty much.
Who's optimal.
Pretty much. And then it's like, if you go play Alan Wake 2, it's like, wow, he's doing a Max Payne right here. That was way better than Max Payne 3.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think Alex Casey as a character just fucking sells it.
It's still somewhat, it's a little eerie seeing like Sam Lake's face like hyper like
Yeah.
detailed versus like what you would remember like back in the day.
That's my favorite Max Payne 1 callback in that game because goddamn is it perfect, and it's so effective in this just because, like you said, he's nailing that voice acting. So
Yeah.
I guess if you're not as old as shit like most of us are these days playing these fucking games, you might not realize, but
Yeah.
knowing that that's the face and voice for Max Payne 1 is great.
I think I'm remembering that moment. I think he's wearing like a crazy like I remember like Max Payne like wearing like ties his wife would give him. They're like crazy looking ties. I think it was like a yellow tie kind of thing.
Yeah, they were all just oddly textured.
Yeah. Okay. I was just like, whoa. I was like, this is getting Max Payne-ish right here. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. All right, do we talk about these fucking game awards?
Real
Why
quick,
not?
real quick. Before that, I forgot. I was like, shit, I feel like I played more than Indica, and I did. I went to, yeah, I know, going all the way back.
He checked
I
his...
wanted to, real quick, shout out a fun little game that I played called Thank Goodness You're Here.
Oh yeah, actually, all right. I take back my fingers.
Yeah. So
I
thank
withdraw
goodness,
my fingers from you.
Thank Goodness You're Here is like, the premise is like you're this like very small man, like very, very small, varying, or like you, in some scenes you're like 3 foot tall, in some scenes you're like literally 6 inches tall, and it just like varies and there's no explanation for it. But you go into this like very British town, and like when you load up the game, it is like old like film reel of like, I'm thinking like old like Liverpool, like if you see like what Liverpool was like when the Beatles in the 60s and stuff, that's what that looks like. I don't know if it was Liverpool, I don't know what part of England it is, but it's like real live footage of that. And then it goes into the game and it is very cartoony. It reminds me, it's like cartoon animation, like Ren and Stimpy, that old like 90s weird kind of gross cartoon style. And but then anytime you pause, it goes back to like real still images, which is weird. But it's like that's the thing, this game is weird and it's silly and it's like British slapstick humor, like literally slapstick humor. You have you can jump and you can slap. That's all you can do. So you can slap people, you can slap their ass, you can slap things out of hands, you can do all this stuff, and those are the only 2 things you can do other than just move around. And so you're going around and the people of this town just ask you to do random things. And what's cool about it is like as you're going doing all this random stuff, you're like, wait, the way I came into this section is not is like blocked off by something really weird or stupid. Like there's like a student driver that's like continually crashing into this pole and getting yelled at, so I can't go back that way. So then you have to go through this complicated, and you go through these tunnels and you go through pipes and things like that, because like I said, sometimes you like shrink down to literally like 6 inches tall for no reason, and then you pop out at like the beginning of the game, but then the world state has changed. And it's very similar. It's from the people that made Untitled Goose Game, or at least the same publisher. So it looks like that, where you're like, okay, I'm in an area and I could help the gardener find fertilizer for his tomatoes, or the guy that makes the meat pies needs ham from the butcher, so I need to do that. But it's all so funny and so fucking stupid. It is like, I was laughing out loud. Like a couple times I laughed so hard, like it almost brought tears to my eyes, because it's just a bit like that is so my style of humor, just like incredibly stupid stuff. And it's like callbacks. Like there's certain points, like I won't like ruin jokes, but like, as I said, you're looping through the town different ways, and there's like a pipe that you like slowly go through, and like something changes on that image of the pipe you go through, because you're like hitting something slowly and slowly and slowly, and then finally, like, what's the payoff? Then the payoff is like the stupidest, funniest thing ever.
All right.
Voice acting's fun. Matthew Berry who's Laszlo on What We Do in the Shadows. I don't know if you guys know who that is.
All right.
He's a voice in the game. And then just all these like, and it's just like all different kind of British accents just all over the place. So it's a short game. It's like 3 hours long, maybe 3.5. But yeah, thank goodness you're here. And they say that like anytime someone is going to give you a task, because they're like, oh, thank goodness you're here, in like the stupidest fucking way possible. And then they ask,
thank goodness.
Basically, yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, it was a fun game. It was definitely like something that I had heard other people say was funny, but like you don't really get it until you play it. It's like, it really is like, speaking of High on Life, High on Life was trying to achieve something like comedy and stuff like that, and did not work. This one absolutely did. So if you like games that try to be funny, because it's hard to be funny in a game, but it very much succeeds on this. So
I would say if you also like British people too, check it out.
Yeah.
I'm sold. The quirky humor, but then what kind of like sold me over the top was like Matthew Berry, and I was like, oh fuck, like hold up, now I know this is gonna be like super fucking ultra funny when I play this game.
Especially like, I heard the voice,
especially from Baked.
I was like, man. He's doing a great Matthew Berry impression. Then I went on his Wikipedia later.
Oh my God.
Like, no, that is him.
Yeah, maybe they should have got Matthew Berry to play Indiana Jones.
Fuck, that would be so good.
Let's hear that.
I don't know what that would be like, but I would like that and Ghost Dad Sean Connery coming from the future to the past to visit his son.
Matthew Berry playing Troy Baker, playing
Sean Connery.
Oh god.
Right, but yeah, what's kind of crazy is both of those games I finished, and they're long for one sitting games, but both of those games I finished in one sitting. Indica and Thank Goodness You're Here. I keep wanting to say I Think You Should Leave. Completely, totally different. One's a very American, like silly ass comedy sketch. Another one's a very British game. So there's over there, but very, very different. But I keep saying like I Think You Should Leave, because I think it's just that same cadence. But no, it's short games. Again, like if you're wanting like bang for your buck, I don't know, $20 for a 4-hour game, it's like, is that worth it? I definitely think it is, because it's really fun. And what is kind of a bummer is it is slightly inappropriate. Like there's a point where like there's a guy sitting on the toilet, and you just like literally see his dick while he's sitting on the toilet. And so like I was like, oh, this would be fun for my daughter to be able to go around and just like smack shit, but like some of their reactions to you smacking them is very suggestive. And very much like and they'll even say like, ooh, do that again. Like it's definitely, it looks like a kid's cartoon show, but it has some pretty adult humor. Oh, actually, there's one really really funny awkward sex scene in it. That's just like it makes no sense. It's making me laugh just thinking about it. So I think you guys will definitely, if you do play it, think, okay, awkward sex season that has no reason to be there, and you guys will.
Hell yes.
Like literally no reason.
That's my motto and credo. Awkward sex scene that makes no sense.
It's not even characters you know.
Oh god.
Oh, yeah.
And what's the title of this game again? Just for like goodness sake.
Thank goodness you're here.
Do you ever hear someone going like, "Oi, thank goodness you're here, governor"?
Yeah. Literally they say it in every possible British accent, and that's how you know that. And there's no like quest tracker, there's no map, there's no anything. You just gotta have to kind of keep track. But it's I do wonder how much of it is actually pretty on rails, because like in my mind I was like, okay, I am like, my purpose is to go get this and do this scene. I need to get the hammer back from the kid that stole it from the handyman. But it's like, I think it's probably funneling you towards there, because there's like comedic timing on some of this stuff to where I think it feels like, oh, I can wander around, but I think it's doing a pretty good job of funneling you in. And like I said, like a lot of the humor is environmental. It's like you walking around and you seeing these random townspeople. Like there's two people that are arguing over a garbage can, like who's gonna put it away, like neighbors. And every time you go through, because you probably loop through the town, I don't know, 10 times, and every time they're doing something different with that fucking garbage can. So
fall back.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so
I was gonna say it's gotta have like some quirky ass fucking achievements.
Oh,
and trophies.
Sure. Yeah.
All right, let's get back to the reason for the season.
The Game Awards.
The Keeleys.
The Keeleys.
The Geoffs.
Oh, the Geoffs. Game of the Year. Astrobot.
Wait, is there music we want to play before this, or?
What music do we have for this?
Okay,
Nothing.
never mind. All right.
I'll take you to the candy shop. Is that good? Is that good enough?
There. No,
Game of the Year. Astrobot. Balatro. Feels weird to say it that way. Black Myth Wukong. Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And Metaphor ReFantazio. What's winning?
Astrobot. I think Astrobot's going to win. And that's just not my wishful thinking. I think so. I've played 5 of the 6 of these. I think I've played more than I'm more informed than any of you. The only one I haven't played on here is Black Myth Wukong, and I know that there has some controversy around it just based on its development, and then when it came out it became like the anti-woke anthem. But it does seem like
such a way to describe a game too. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's just like, but it does seem like it's a pretty good game. I don't think anyone's saying like this game's garbage. I do wonder if the stupid anti-woke stuff about it, which doesn't, like, you know, they apply things to things that do or don't make sense or whatever. I do wonder how it would have been received. It's a game that, like, you know, if in 4 years from now when you can get it on PSN for $9.99, that might be something that I'd pick up and play. But yeah, for me, I mean, I'm very much 3 of the 5 I've talked about a lot here. Astrobot, we all love that. Balatro, you know, I am Balatro's #1 evangelist. And then Metaphor ReFantazio are 2. Spoiler, those are probably, I don't know what order, but those are 1, 2, and 3 on my Game of the Year list currently. So pretty cool seeing those as a Game of the Year nominee, but I would be shocked if it's not Astrobot or maybe Black Myth Wukong.
I'm almost going to be surprised if it's not just Elden Ring DLC, but I will actually be shocked if it's not Balatro. Like, that will seem strange.
If it's not Balatro, you said?
Yeah, I would be surprised if it's not Balatro. Like, I would think it should be Elden Ring, maybe, with all the weirdness that's on this list aside from Metaphor. Balatro is the top spot. Like, I will say that just from a general outside looking in. Like, would I want it to be Astrobot? Sure, but I will be very surprised if it's not Balatro.
See, I think that Balatro is very much, it's an honor to be nominated kind of thing. Like,
oh no, man, like that thing dominated everything everywhere. You guys got me to fucking play it. Of course, Ellie, you paying for it, so of course I did. Like,
I'm still waiting for my $13 since I played Indica, but you know, struggling.
We'll work that out, maybe.
But okay,
I don't know, Johnny. What do you think?
For Game of the Year, I want it to be Astrobot. What it's actually probably going to be is probably going to disappoint all of us and be Black Myth Wukong.
I can see that too.
It's just like, it feels like it's a feeding frenzy. It's been like, especially for the fan side one, where it's just like the consistent one that just keeps going each fucking round. And it makes me more depressed because, like, God, it's like, can we, like, you know, pick a game that, like, outside of the norm? Like, fucking, like, Astrobot, like, maybe, like, had fun again playing games. Like, for a while, I was just playing games just to, like, play them. It's like, I talked about them, I play them. But, like, for Astrobot, it made it purely enjoyable to play a game again. You know?
I think the best point there, too, is, like, it felt so nostalgic that you were having fun feeling nostalgic having fun. Like, it was the exact same thing. Like, we were playing this game so long ago in so many different shapes and forms, and here we have it again with a modern coding. Like, it is nostalgia in its purest form to just make you believe, like, hey, remember this? And you do, because you were in that spot when you probably first time saw Crash Bandicoot and shit like that. You were on a couch playing shit. So, I want to see it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think, but again, like, we're saying, like, oh, I'd be surprised. Let's not forget that this is the Game Awards where, what was it, 3 years ago? Fucking It Takes
Two.
One game of the year. So
yeah,
I know that a lot of people liked It Takes Two, but I know a lot of people very much did not. I didn't. I never played it. I didn't have, like, I like tried, like, I showed my wife it, and she's like, I don't think I can handle that. And honestly, I don't know if she could have. She's very much not a gamer. But, like, so who knows? It could be anything. Yeah, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree being able to be nominated. That's interesting. I think just because, you know, I've played almost all of it. I was really like the final, like, stretch. So I've played most of Shadow. You never got into Shadow of Erdtree at all, did you, Adam? Because you just started replaying. But I understand it. Like, if they would have said, they could have said that this was like a new game almost. Like, there's so much content there, and I think I understand why they wanted to include it, but I think just like precedent, or, you know, it not being a new game, I think they should have made a new category of remake, remaster, DLC, something like that, especially because I don't think that trend of remakes and remasters being so prevalent is going to go away anytime soon. I think no.
What they really need is a DLC category. It's kind of strange that they don't have, like, DLC expansion, whatever the hell they want to call it, but it is strange that there's not one here.
Yeah.
Because kind of like with fucking Cyberpunk, like, that probably could have been its own little $40 title once you do fucking Phantom Liberty. But I don't know. Like, here we are just calling DLC whole games. I'm not as big on, like, the remake, remaster, whatever. If they're good enough, fucking do it. But a DLC and, like, a rebirth of a game that was already existing is a far stretch.
Yeah, because I think that announcement for DLC being included was because primarily for DLC, because they've had, I believe, remasters in the past nominated in some of their categories.
Yeah, like Phantom Liberty, I think, was everywhere.
Yeah. I do think it's interesting, just like how the talk about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth has, like, died down so much. Like, feels like when that game came out, it was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And now it's just like, yes, this is included in some categories, but it would not surprise me if Final Fantasy VII Rebirth only wins. And we can get to it, but I only had it when I cast my votes on the ones I think it winning. I only have it, I think, winning like one category, because it just, and it could be recency bias. I mean, that game came out in what, February? But I think that suffers from such bloat, and like that's a what I think I kind of mainlined it a little bit, and I still played it 45, 50 hours. Adam, I think yours was double that.
Yeah. I did not mainline it, and I think you started mainlining it once you got to like the last quarter of the game, and you just full send.
Yeah, and so there's just like there was too much there, and I think that's gonna hurt it, because I think if you cut 30% of that game out, that game is fantastic.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII Remake was great. I loved it.
Right.
But yeah, so we have it down. Predictions for Game of the Year is, I think we all want it to be Astrobot.
Right.
But I think, so I'm saying I think it is going to be Astrobot. Adam with Balatro, and Johnny with the Black Myth Wukong.
What? I did not say that.
No, that's what you said you thought it was going to be, right?
Blasphemy. That's the one it's probably going to be the reality. My fantasy mind,
that's
it's
what I'm saying.
Astrobot.
Like,
yeah.
No, I thought you were saying that's your actual pick.
Oh, hell no. My pick's Astrobot. What I'm going to be left with is like a dose of reality and piss me off streaming to the internet.
So I was clicking through the categories, and I thought that my computer was not loading, and I didn't realize that Game of the Year and Best Game Direction are the exact same games.
Yeah.
1 for 1.
Yep. So I was like, oh, it's not loading. It's the same.
Oh, wow.
The same screens. No, it is still.
Which I can't wholly hate on, because I think it's weird when the Oscars don't have Best Director on like Best Film of the Year or some shit. Like that's always a strange one.
Yeah, or there's like Best Actresses in, like, it happens every year. There's like a Best Actress that's in a movie that they're like, outside of this actress's performance, this movie is unwatchable, but the scenes she's in are amazing.
Right.
But yeah, so Best Game Direction, it says award for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. But again, like, what does that mean? Like,
I think that could still be Astrobot, just because there's so much variety in those levels, and like so much variety in what you're doing with motion controls and shit like that, or like actually using your adaptive triggers adaptively, like just trying to read into it. So for this, I guess, sorry guys, you'd have Metaphor, or 3, because I don't see Rebirth winning this. Could it, and should it? Maybe. I don't see it. I think there's a lot of direction that happens in Rebirth between the various shit that you do get to do that's not often bad, but some of it's just not compelling. But Astrobot truly just like from level to level keeps you going.
And with Metaphor ReFantagio, I think like it's amazing. I love that game, but as far as game direction, it is What If Persona, but better in every aspect, quality of life, combat, and fantasy. So it's not doing anything groundbreaking. Also, when it's like best game direction for outstanding creative vision and innovation, Balatro, it's cool, it's innovative, but the guy has even admitted himself, like the guy Local Thunk, that he didn't have a creative vision for this game. He started screwing around with it, and I might have said this on the podcast or not, but he literally said on Twitter, and this was true, that when he was I think it's like PlayStack published it, he was meeting with them, and he meant to say that there's over 120 unique Jokers or something like that, and he accidentally said 150 unique Jokers, or someone in the meeting accidentally said that there were 30 more Jokers than what he had done and what were actually in the game, and instead of correcting them, he was just like, fuck it, I guess I'm gonna make 30 more Jokers, and he just like pulled 30 Jokers out of his ass. So I think that is just like, and I think the developer would even admit that was just like never, the intention wasn't for it to be so wild and addictive and crazy and all these different things you can do with it. So yeah, I think Astrobot here, and I'm just sounding like such a homer. I love this game, and I truly, honestly think it's gonna win everything.
Do you see the best winner of best game direction, or the best winner, the winner of best game direction and game of the year being the same?
Do I see? Do I?
Yeah,
I just
because that's also like the Oscar question. Okay, you do. Sorry,
Yeah.
I fucking zoned out for a minute. Apparently,
Yes, no, I do.
Dissociated, which is good to do during a
I think
podcast.
it's going to be Astrobot.
Yeah,
Okay, for both.
Yes,
All right.
for both.
I hope. I mean, it shouldn't.
I mean, I feel like that's what it's going to be like. It's going to happen,
Oh, shit.
especially when you're trying to present like these game awards as like Oscar-esque. So it's like I'm gonna assume like we're gonna see some sweeps, and it's feeling like it's kind of gearing towards that.
Yeah,
We'll see.
hopefully they don't have, Astrobot winning an award and they're supposed to announce the DLC for it or something like that, and then they accidentally don't. Remember that shit last year with Baldur's Gate 3? Because the guy was supposed to, Johnny, I don't know if you knew this, but the guy was supposed to, on one of the awards, he was supposed to mention, and Baldur's Gate 3 is out on Xbox now. And I don't know if he didn't have time or just fucking forgot. So afterwards, they're like, oh, guys, it's like one of the biggest announcements of this show. And they're like, we forgot to mention it. All right. Next up, let's read about
Best ongoing game.
Oh, we got a different.
I'm on the Polygon list. Sorry. You're on the actual TGA website.
What's next now?
On the TGA website, it's best narrative, and the nominees are Johnny. Do you have them? Do you want to read them, or you want?
I guess it could be subjective. Could it not? Yes, I have Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, Metaphor Refantasio, Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2, and Silent Hill 2. Who wins, motherfuckers?
I'm just trying to figure out what exact kind of voice you're doing. That's great.
I'm biased here, but I think Metaphor Refantasio is one of the best narratives I've heard in a long, or experienced in a long time. It's just the game itself, what it's saying, and it has a lot of parallels to the 2024 election. And they said it wasn't intentional, but I don't believe that for one moment. That I think I've played Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, played Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. I've beat all three of those games, and I really liked Like a Dragon story too. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth story. that we could have a whole spoiler podcast talking about that one. But yeah, that's what for my thing. But again, like I could see Silent Hill 2. Absolutely.
I hadn't played enough of Senua's Saga like this go around to be able to tell. Let's see, Rebirth. It's the middle of a trilogy. Is that really going to win something? Like, while parts of it were really good, parts of it really weren't. I have not played Infinite Wealth or Metaphor. I have seen enough of Infinite Wealth's story to maybe see where like you could go that route. I would be thrilled if Silent Hill took this, because as much as I knew about that game before playing it myself like was so fucking great. Oh no.
You're lucky.
Thank you, baby.
So what'll be interesting with Silent Hill 2 is
I don't know where it is.
Hi, Carrie.
Hmm.
Do they take away from Silent Hill 2 because I didn't finish it, but I don't think there's really new narrative. Maybe there's.
I mean, look at this. If you can fucking do Rebirth, the best game, and here you can do this here too. God damn it.
Yeah. I truly think that Metaphor is going to win this. But again, I don't know how much. I mean, it did sell a shit ton of copies, but like, how far-reaching is Atlas even in this mainstream? As mainstream as a freaking video game award show can be.
It seems like a lot.
Yeah. So that's my pick, Metaphor.
Johnny?
I was gonna say, and my choice would be actually Silent Hill 2, as I have not played any of the other games. Like, what's a Final Fantasy? I don't even know.
Well, there's 16 of them and counting. Well, maybe and counting. I don't know if they'll ever get us
I-
up to, but
Well, I'm definitely, like, I wish I would have played Hellblade 2. But for the only one I did play was Silent Hill 2, and I feel like that's the one I can actually honestly pick, because I can't really say, like, oh yeah, like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, definitely. And then try to, like, pull something out of my ass to, like, say, like, this is the reason why. For Bloober Team, for the fact that I want to hear, I don't think he'll fucking say it, those words. Like, and the winner is Silent Hill 2, Konami, Bloober Team. Come on up and get your award,
Yep.
motherfuckers.
Found it.
But
I
he
hope
won't.
he does.
He won't fucking say it. He'll have somebody, a lackey or someone, like a guest person, say it for him. Like, I am not going on the Aaron Paul. Get your fucking ass on the stage. If you ever want to be in an
Put Del
IMAX.
Toro up there. Put Del Toro up there
Oh
yelling,
God,
fuck Konami.
he would be like plastered drunk and just saying "fuck you, Konami," and just throw the envelope in the air and just walk away from the stage.
I
But
say give it to him.
yeah, I mean, narrative wise, can you actually honestly say it is like same argument with Adam? You have fucking Final Fantasy VII here involved here. Like, what the fuck? What are we even doing here, folks? Who picks these fucking games? I want to know the names of the committee members. It's probably just Geoff in his office with a dartboard and just throwing fucking darts at random titles, seeing which one sticks. That's what it's starting to feel like. But, you know, you're basically retelling a classic game. And I would say, like, the only difference is that, like, you may have included things to make people theorize and, like, hyper theorize. Like, what are we in? Is this a constant loop? Is James just forever stranded here? Wink, wink. But yeah, I mean, Silent Hill 2, because I want to hear I want to see Jeff's face. I want a cameraman, a road cameraman, just panning on him and going like, here's his fucking face when he hears Konami winning an award from his fucking award ceremony.
All right, next we've got Best Art Direction. Astrobot. Black Myth Wukong. Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree, Metaphor ReFantazio, and Neva. And I have never played Neva, but I would like to play that fucking game because it looks so goddamn pretty.
yeah.
While I have not played Metaphor, I do like the thing that was in Persona that I know that I do here, and mix between the in-game graphics and the anime cutscenes, which I always thought were pretty fucking cool for what I saw for Persona 5. So that's a nice aesthetic to have. I feel like that one's kind of hard to beat just by having multiple aesthetics. Astrobot looks good, but it's all kind of chrome dome dumb shit. So, you know, witness me, I guess, if you really have to. But it really doesn't look that great from an art direction point. I think it's very graphically good looking, but nothing takes me out of it aside from, I guess, like the cool 150 bots that you find. Like, they're all neat, but we know exactly what they're doing. I don't think that makes great art direction. Elden Ring, I can assume, just looks good because I have played Elden Ring itself. Black Myth Wukong, I know that there's some cool looking shit. I don't know, like, give this to Metaphor or fucking Neva.
Yeah, I think I don't have a whole lot to add beyond that, other than two things. I think really the one thing that like a Persona 5 has on Metaphor is I do think the art direction, the style of Persona 5 specifically was just crisper, cleaner. It had like the jazz, it had all this stuff.
Sure.
So I do think that that's kind of a step back. I don't think it looked, there's like in the game, it's part of the game, there's like magla, which was like magic stuff in the air. So you have like these like white particles floating on your screen, to where I was playing it on Steam Deck, and for the first like 5-6 hours that was in there, I thought it was a glitch because it was just like constant and stuff like that. So I don't think it's really, it's good looking, it's decent looking, but I don't think it's amazing looking. I think that this is Neva's category. I think this is, they wanted to show like a really beautiful different style game, and I haven't played it. I don't think I will. It doesn't seem my style, like kind of platform type stuff. But yeah, I think this is Neva's category. That would be my guess, even though I have not played it. I've seen trailers, videos, things like that. And so with art direction, do you need to see more than that to like have an appreciation for it? I don't know.
All art hanging in the Louvre does not have trailers. You cannot judge them without trailers.
I bet some art hanging in the Louvre does have trailers.
Probably, actually. Da Vinci drew the Mona Lisa. Next summer.
Here's my quick response. Astrobot, way too clean, way too pristine, cannot be wisely nominated here. That's a waste of space. I would say it's a toss-up between for Metaphor and Elden Ring, but I feel like Metaphor is the one that's going to be the winner for this one, especially if you're talking about actual art direction. I mean, I look at each of these games and I go like, other than Astrobot, which one of these tickle my fancy for me to want to play? And you know what? Metaphor and Fantasio actually gets me to want to play this fucking game. Just from the way it looks and sheer point from our point of view.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I can see that for sure.
Don't worry, it's an Atlas
I think
game.
the problem is like it's an Atlas game. It'll definitely fucking get it.
Well, maybe it's time to buck the trend and be like, Atlas, you're the shit this year. Come and get your award.
Well, no, I was going to say, that's not what I was going to say at all. I was going to say it's an Atlas game. In 3 years, it'll be like $5 on Steam because those things go on ridiculous sales. So you'll get your chance to play it and not have to spend a bunch of money. So
let's have like a La La Land fucking moment on stage where they go like, and the winner is, I can't read, Black Myth. And then they go out there and be like, hold up. It's wrong. It's actually Metaphor Fantasio. I'm not joking. Here's the envelope here. There it is. Come on, guys, get your award. I want that kind of moment. I want to relive the Oscars through this fucking ceremonies here.
All right, so next up we have Best Score in Music. I'll read this one. We got Astrobot, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Metaphor ReFantasio, Silent Hill 2, and Stellar Blade. So, this is, I was talking about like, I think Final Fantasy VII Rebirth might win one category. I think this is that category. I think the Final Fantasy music is so iconic, but then like it is, they do a lot of remixes, like all of the different chocobo things, all the different things you can do, or like it seems like there's just like so much unique music playing that has throwbacks, but it's like something new. So I think this one, honestly, if I had to think of any category that I think is a lock, which watch now it will not be, but I think the most strongly is that Final Fantasy VII will win soundtrack / score.
I'd be okay with that. Like Silent Hill 2's music is good, like very unsettling at times. I think it has the same thing that you mentioned from Indica, is like there's moments where you can walk back and forth between two different soundtracks. So you walk 5 feet one direction, you get the battle music. You walk 5 feet the other, you get the music that the game wants you to get in the spot that you're standing in. And that was a lot of Silent Hill 2 where it was just fucking stupid. And of course, you've got the radio going off, and then the music changes. But then if you just back up, it all stops and the music changes again. So I guess like cool direction point, maybe, but very jarring. Astrobot's music is fun. Like, like that's fun. Like, like there's memorable shit from that. But I don't think any of it is going to be memorable aside from those two songs. While Final Fantasy just makes you feel the things. And when you're in battle, you're in battle. And like you said, you've got the Chocobo remixes. Like there's tons of remixes in this game between where you are and when. I think it will win. Because, of course, it should.
to go back to Astrobot, a lot of that is just remix stuff from Astro's Playroom or Astrobot Rescue Mission. Because, like I told you guys, because Astrobot soundtrack was not on Spotify for a long time after it was out. My daughter wanted to listen to Astrobot in the car, so I listened to like the old stuff, and it sounded very similar. So, Johnny, what do you think?
For this category, it seems like an institutional kind of thing, and like you guys just said, like Final Fantasy just kind of brings it especially when it comes to music and score. Silent Hill 2, like, it was good, but like I wouldn't say like this would be like the clear winner, especially with the other nominees. So I'm with you guys. It's Final Fantasy. I haven't played Final Fantasy in a long time, and I know what to expect the music wise to go into it. It's gonna be epic. It's gonna sound great. So who are you even kidding? This is like an institutional like award. Who the fuck you think is gonna win this one? That's what I say.
All right. Best audio design. Astrobot. Black Ops 6. Final Fantasy 7. Sinuous Saga. And Silent Hill.
I mean, come on, it's Silent Hill, right?
I can see that. I think Sinuous Saga still does that thing well. Like,
oh yeah, I guess
that's the thing, still holding on to that. Like, you've got the voices in the head, especially if you're playing on like with headphones. Like, you've got that whole vibe going for you.
Now that
Silent Hill 2 though has incredible sound. Every wall you knock down, you heard crumble. The radio alone is fucking great. I think having some things coming out of a controller speaker was a nice touch. So I guess I can, for once, say good for you, Sony, snagging a good exclusive with some good sound from your mic, like your speaker. Music's fun. I think the voice acting was great. We'll get back to that later. Astrobot still did what Astrobot did. Like, you hear every tink, 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 which, controller argument. This is the second time we've heard this, or I guess maybe third if you play it on VR. I don't know how that sounds. Black Ops 6, great. Guns sounds like guns. Footsteps sound like footsteps. Like, I think it's still a good game to play with headphones on, kind of the same as Warzone is. But, those the footsteps, it's audio design. Rebirth sounds really good. Everything sounded really good. I don't know. No complaints. I can see this being Hellblade 2 or Silent Hill, probably.
I did forget about the whole Hellblade 2. I honestly didn't even start that game. I was going to, but then everyone said, like, I just never got around to it. But I do know, like, people were like, you got to play this with headphones on. So actually, I take back what I said, and I am going to say Hellblade 2.
All right.
Silent Hill 2. That's my pick. Out of all these for the nominees, I would say that the sound was terrific. It terrified me at some points, even made me pee my pants. No, but honestly, play the game with headphones. Probably similar to what you guys were talking about Hellblade 2. I haven't got a chance to play it. It's like on my many things in my fucking backlog.
Yeah.
I thought it was great, like the way they use sound basically to kind of with the environment, kind of making you kind of think like, oh shit, something nearby, is it not nearby, keeping you on your toes.
Each enemy having like their own distinct noise was also cool and helpful because you knew exactly what you were walking into.
Yeah,
like any given time if you heard them first.
Yeah, so that like makes me think like, other than for like out of all these nominees, like why is Call of Duty here? It's if we heard one really good Call of Duty game, they all kind of fucking sound the same.
I'd be surprised if we went back and a Call of Duty wasn't on every year, honestly. I mean,
probably.
Fuck. It's like I said, the guns sound like guns, man.
It's like those footprints sound like the combat boots we've all worn in the battlefield.
Yeah, and I do know that they do that thing where they try to make the guns sound as authentic as possible and do all that shit. So that's probably
that's probably what it is, the work that goes into it, because Jeff is all about the developers and the people that work so tirelessly and so fucking rigorously for these games. He's all about the little people.
All right, what do we got next? Johnny, you want to read next?
I will read it. Is it best performance? Do I have that correct?
Yep.
Best performance. Brianna White
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Hannah Tell, Life is Strange, Double Exposure. Humberly Gonzalez, Star Wars Outlaws. Luke Roberts, Silent Hill 2. And Melina Jurgens, Senua Saga, Hellblade 2.
I do like that they. I like that they don't even say like the character.
I know. It's like, who do these people play?
I really honestly do not know if Brianna White is Tifa or Aerith.
I think she's Aerith.
Okay.
And then I would assume, and I can't remember, but Hannah Tell would likely be, fucking Max. Mm-hmm. And then this is obviously the main character from Star Wars. Yeah, it's so fucking weird to leave that off.
It is weird. This does not feel like an award ceremony. What is this?
You should just know, you uncultured swines.
I think that this is going to be the Melina Jurgens. I think Hellblade 2 needs to win some stuff just because, and honestly, I hear that her performance is incredible, but Hellblade 2 needs to win some stuff because it's been at the Game Awards so much, blah, 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 blah. That's my pick because I really don't know.
If it's the same as it was in the first game, like, I have no doubt. Because that first performance was really fucking good. But I guess from what I played of this, the whole 20 minutes that I did, I mean, she sounded like the same character. So yeah, if it needs to do this just for numbers, fucking take it.
Are we like saying that, like, based on the fact like this like Microsoft needs this, they need this now that they have like total control of it, like they fucking need this win, like this is it. So
they don't win this one, it's all downhill.
I feel like it's akin to like, oh shit, Meryl Streep's nominated again. Doesn't really win a lot, but maybe this time, hey, we don't know. But I do notice that like the internet is like really pulling super heavy for like Luke Roberts and Silent Hill 2. Like it's just like
I'm there
non-stop in the feed. Like wherever I go, it's just like totally him. And I think like it might be like one of those things where like it would be like an upset where it's like I feel like, yeah, you probably could get Hellblade 2 to be the winner, and like everyone else is just like, oh shit, we expected fucking Mr. Roberts to win. Like what the fuck happened? Like, are we gonna have a Marissa Tomei, my cousin Vinny kind of situation here? It's like, what? No disrespect, but like I understand like for the performance it's up for the character. I can see an upset for that in being Hellblade 2.
I think the thing that really sells like Silent Hill 2 for me, and there was a lot of this being posted for different clips, but there's the clip near, I can't remember if it's one of the endings for Silent Hill 2 where you see James crying. And like I told you guys, like I never really like cried fully in this game. I just got the choked up feeling. And it was kind of in the scene that I've seen flaunted a lot was the James crying, talking to Maria, and James is sitting in the front seat and, he's apologizing basically. And I think in one level what makes this fucking like acting so good is because you've got a character who is, I don't know, I don't want to wholly say lying, but it's hard to feel empathetic with a murderer. And in that moment, you kind of feel bad for James. And I don't think without like the good voice acting, you wouldn't be able to get that. But overall, like looking at this category, and Aerith was good. I think Max Caulfield's voice is good. I do not remember much from anything that the main character, and that's like a testament to it right there. I can't even remember her name of Star Wars Outlaws. It was just kind of very quippy, and I think like if I look at this list, there's nobody from Dragon Age on here, so I guess a little bit goes a long way. But I would love to see Silent Hill 2 take this. I would understand if Hellblade 2 took it, but I would love for Silent Hill 2 to take this because that acting was so fucking good.
All right. Next up, we have Innovation in accessibility. We got Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Diablo 4, Dragon Age The Veilguard, Prince of Persia The Lost Crown, and Star Wars Outlaws.
I don't have much to say.
Yeah.
Like if you can't really compare to Last of Us Part 2 or God of War Ragnarok levels of like accessibility and all the different options there, I don't know, because that was so vast. And I feel like a lot of these games have also made some of those menus harder, where like on the onset, like first menu you get, it wants you to just choose a category without ever really telling you or like giving you the option to take some of them off or put some of them on. So I don't know what stands out here. I don't even feel like Dragon Age Veilguard, because I've looked recently, has very many like key points of accessibility that stood out to me.
I do know, I think it was like who was it was Vinny on Nextlander, because he's colorblind, and I think he was talking about a couple of them that were good for that. And I think was it Dragon Age? It was, I can't even remember, but
I think there was Outlaws mentioned for that.
Yeah, so maybe that's.
I'm pretty sure.
But yeah, I don't know. I do know that they talked about like Dragon Age. You could have like as much or as little on like the HUD, and the HUD itself was customizable. So
interesting. I have to check that out.
Yeah, where you can like take almost all of the stuff off, put it on. So that's my pick, just to, throw a dart at a board, what it sticks on.
Sure. I mean, I would be surprised if most of these games launching nowadays, I could almost see Prince of Persia not, just because Ubisoft is sometimes weird, but I'm going to make the same statement for Outlaws on the outside of that. Like, I feel like most games, especially 3D shooters or anything in a 3D space, would probably have like a colorblind mode. Yeah. And the only reason I can make that argument, because obviously Prince of Persia, it's on a 2D plane. I don't know, but so I don't know. I feel like most of these would have that. So who knows? But yeah, if we have to throw the thing at the Dragon Age and say here's your menu setup, that's fine. Yeah. Just because we don't have anything better.
And I was gonna say my only pick would be like Call of Duty Black Ops 6, because I changed the way you see enemies, because I just like what you were saying, Elliot, I'm also colorblind. There's certain colors I cannot see.
Shit.
I had to change every day.
I had to change like what the colors of like people with me were, and like the enemy, especially for online, that like I can't see. Right. Like I don't know who the fuck is next to me. So I need it lets you change like the color of like the names, like include like icons to it too as well. And that helped a lot. So that's the one I can actually attest to, like I've done, and here's my reason why I picked it. So it's like for that one.
Right, yeah. No,
that's a legitimate.
Perfect.
Yeah. All right.
Elliot, tell me about the Games for Impact.
Okay, so Games for Impact, I do want to read the little blurb, because it says, for a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. So we got Closer the Distance. Literally, I've never heard of that game until now. Indica, Neva, Life is Strange Double Exposure, Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2, and Tales of Kenzera Zao.
I don't know, right? Like, I don't know how Closer the Distance is. I'm not necessarily sure what Neva's about. I can see what Tales of Kenzera is about. Life is Strange has a lot of inclusivity to it. There's a lot of LGBTQA plus like people on the staff as students, so I think there's just a lot there. Senua's Saga, I don't want to be reductive, but we do know what that first game did, being for mental health. And again, not playing this one, I can't really testify if it's the same, but the first one I felt was very impactful when it came to that.
I've heard people say Senua's Saga 2 is like, they forget it. They forget how.
Oh shit! Okay.
It's just like, this bitch crazy.
Great. How do you feel about End of the Year, guys?
No.
What that for?
Yeah, what's impactful? Like, I don't want to spoil it. It's like But I mean, it's pretty clear that the two options are either she's possessed by the devil or she's crazy. So like, I don't know. Like, honestly, I'm really upset that a game that I absolutely love this year, 1,000 Times Resist, is not on this. I thought that, like, literally, like, I knew that they had some kind of category, and I thought about, like, 1,000 Times Resist 4. I couldn't remember what it was called when I was playing, but I was like, this is gonna win, like, that kind of thing, like, talking about, like, message thing like that. But since that's not on here, I do remember at the Game Awards last year was when Tales of Kenzera Zhao was announced, and if you remember, it was like he talked about like his journey and like losing his dad and things like that. And I think that covers some of that stuff. So I think that's what my pick is.
It does. Well, I think just the holy African symbolism to it. Like, there's a lot there, but it just did not speak to me as a game. But I get, like, if it's checking and doing what it needs to do, that's great. Life is Strange, like I said, like, there's obviously inclusive characters. I mean, I think indica being a double meaning does not make me want to vote for this category, and that's wholly and completely why I'm like, why the fuck is this game here? And I think Life is Strange, just kind of being the wide cast that it is very cool. And I would probably throw it there for right now, but like, yeah, especially if Hellblade 2 just kind of dropped its bullshit.
Okay, so like, yeah, my pick would be like for probably the only game I actually played, and that was like for indica. Like, if Hellblade 2, like if they dropped it, like the whole point of like the whole thing behind the first game and trying to get it out into the world and talk about it and kind of normalize it, if they just dropped it and like, yeah, you don't, what did you do? Why did you do that? You don't deserve this award. Please leave the stage, sir or madam. But yeah, I can see like for maybe for indica, the fact that it's like, all right, we're talking about religion, we're talking about mental health, the muddled history of like when it comes to religion, treatment of people with mental health of all sorts of varieties. Yeah, so I can see that.
I guess I'll have to look up what Closer in the Distance is, or Closer the Distance tomorrow, but all right, best ongoing, which is what I tried to read like 20 minutes ago now, has been Destiny 2, Diablo 4, Final Fantasy 14, I don't know Roman numerals, Fortnite, and Helldivers 2. You have the floor, either of you.
Okay. The only game I pick is Helldivers 2. Here we go. I'm still the only lone Helldiver out there of you guys, just holding it down, giving money to the front. I want to blow up bugs, I want to blow up robots, but I really want to blow up aliens. When are they coming?
Yeah.
You haven't given me aliens, so you know what? I take that back. It goes to Fortnite. Haha. At least Fortnite gives me something what I want. RoboCop skin, just flying through the fucking air around, just like, what the fuck? I was like, here comes Robo Man. Here comes fucking RoboCop, which is I thought was like the craziest shit. And then I can think about it, like, you know, there's been crazier shit beforehand. It's just the norm now.
Yeah. Well, and we just talked about Fortnite now, or they're going to have a 5v5 first-person shooter. They just keep doing shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Fortnite can never get stale. Like, it's not my thing, but they keep doing new modes. Man, I feel like this one is just like, you could make a strong case for all of these. I know Diablo 4 had their huge expansion. People really love that. It fundamentally changed how that game, how the loot and everything like that. Like, I think they even called it kind of like a gear system like 2.0. Destiny 2, I think it was like its final big expansion, and people really liked it.
Yep.
Final Fantasy 14 is Final Fantasy 14. My heart says Helldivers 2, but if you're thinking like best ongoing game, Helldivers 2 has really fucked that up.
Yeah.
As far as like what they're going to introduce, it's too many war bonds. It's not enough, and I know they've changed things, but people have said we want the Illuminate, we want the new race, we want this, we want that.
Yeah.
And they haven't given. I think it's mind blowing that they have not done that yet.
My only false hope for that is that they're waiting to fill out the whole map. That they're just going to launch 2 new races at one time instead of just one right now. But I know that's not going to happen. But that's ultimately what made that game stale, was just the 2 races.
Yeah.
I can see reasons to not give it to Fortnite, right? Like, people want to hate Epic and people want to just diss on Fortnite, but kind of like we all said, there's something in there for almost everybody now. Like you mentioned, the first-person shooter mode. Apparently, there's going to be like a Lego brick life mode added into it. So there is truly just something there for everybody.
Yeah.
And Final Fantasy 14 would be a great case. Destiny 2, I guess, like that game has had so many expansions at this point. Who knows? Diablo 4, see your case, but man, if it's not Fortnite, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, that's what.
But then I guess we'd also have to like look and see how many times has Fortnite been nominated and won or lost.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's an ongoing game. It could be like, if we're talking about player count, like how many people play, like who's still playing it, who's coming back to it. I mean, it would not surprise me if Fortnite has more daily, monthly people playing it than the other 4 combined. In fact, that's likely the case.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they're like the McDonald's of gaming, you know.
Yeah, no shit. I don't really know if I want to spend time on it. The next one is best community support, and like, I guess briefly, if you guys want to say your titles, mine would be No Man's Sky. So the nominees really quick are for best community support are Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky. I can just see No Man's Sky just because the leaps and bounds that game is made.
Yeah. I think mine is actually Baldur's Gate 3, because they've done so much with like patches, and they're like, okay, we're gonna be done, but this next patch has 100 new dialogue options and 14 new endings.
Yeah, right. Just a little thing.
Johnny, what about you?
I'm with Adam. No Man's Sky, just from like the history of it all, of what's happened to that game. I probably picked like Helldivers 2, but I'm like, you know what the fuck was I smoking when I picked that on my sheet of paper? Yeah, No Man's Sky.
All right, next up we got Best Independent Game. The cool kids call those indies. We got Animal Well, Balatro, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, Neva, and UFO 50. I mean, this is kind of one of those ones where it's like, oh, if Best Director is also nominated for Best Picture, and the only Best Director is also nominated for Best Picture, that director is going to win. I mean, Balatro is nominated for Game of the Year. If it's nominated for Game of the Year,
right,
it doesn't win Best Indie Game. Isn't that counterintuitive? So.
I can see it being Balatro or Animal Well, just because I remember how Animal Well blew up like the first half of 2024. I fell off of it just because time and everything else, but it was a game to adore. Balatro is very good. Here now, guys, again, we all know how much I didn't want to play this game. I'm playing it now. Every now and then, it's still. Balatro is very good.
Yeah.
I think to look at everything else on this list, Lorelei, I think Elliot is that instance of it's just an honor to be nominated kind of thing. Maybe the same with Neva. I could see UFO 50 also taking it.
Yeah, because of how ambitious that is. UFO 50 being the 50 fake games for the fake but fully functional games for a fake old console. I could see that being a dark horse, but like I said, I think it's Balatro, and honestly, I have slightly more to say on that with the next category. But Johnny, what do you think?
Balatro. I was reading the little blurb about it, and it's just like it's a roguelike game that involved cards. Where do you normally get that? Anywhere. You don't. And that kind of speaks to what it says. Outside of the traditional norm.
But you definitely don't get them with like traditional cards. There's a lot of roguelite hard games, but I think like being a legitimate real world card game is what really helped.
Yeah.
Johnny, tell us what the best indie games are.
Best debut indie game.
Oh, sorry. Fuck me.
Ooh, best debut indie game. For the best debut game created by an independent studio. Animal Well, Balatro, Manor Lord, Specific Drive, and the Plucky Squire.
Get the fucking plucky squire
Out
right
of
the hell
there.
out of here.
How disappointing was that fucking game? Everyone I've come across, including you two and fucking people in the outside world, have all been disappointed in that fucking game.
Yes. Biggest, if there was a category for biggest disappointment, I think that for me that one would win, because I was so pumped for Plucky Squire, and then it was just a big, like, I literally didn't. My 4-year-old daughter was like, this game is boring. She's like mesmerized by like anything on the television. She's like, this is lame. But so what I wanted to say is what I actually think is going to happen is I think Animal Well wins this one.
Okay.
So I think Balatro wins best indie game, but Animal Well wins best independent debut, because both of them are pretty similar. Literal single dev over years. Animal Well's he's been doing this for like a decade or some shit. This Animal Well.
I think the only thing that would kill this for Animal Well is it sounds like a lot of people had played this at like other conventions when he was showing it off. But I mean, it could still go either way.
I would say for this. Okay, what were you gonna say? For this one, I want Balatro because I want the fucking back in the day the Oscars, fucking 3-6 Mafia took the award before Marty Scorsese. Balatro all the way, baby.
You know it's hard out here for a pimp when he tryna get this money for the friend. But a Cadillac and gas money spent will cause a whole lot of bitches jumping shit. You know it's hard out here for a pimp when he tryna get this money for the friend. But a Cadillac and gas money spent will have a whole lot of bitches jumping shit.
Through my eyes, I done see some crazy things in the street. Got a couple of girls working on the track just for me, but I got.
What a smooth segue to that song, man.
Oh yeah, the white lady is gone.
Oh.
Continue.
Wow. All right, so we ready to move on, or any more on the debut indie?
No, really quick. Pacific Drive was good, just not for me. I can see a lot of reasons why people have liked that. Like, that's kind of one of those games where I don't mind seeing the videos on TikTok or YouTube, but I don't want to play it myself, because I know that those clips are going to show me the best moments of the game that don't actually involve playing the other parts of the game and dealing with the mechanics of that game. I guess I didn't realize that was a debut, but now that I see that, like, sure, Pacific Drive, Animal Well, and Balatro, but likely Animal Well. All right.
Next up, we got Best Mobile Game. For the best game playable on a mobile device, our nominees are AFK Journey, Balatro, Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket, Wuthering Waves, and Zenless Zone Zero.
All right, really quick, I'm just going to jump in immediately and say Balatro. But I do know that 2 of these games are on that community list that's still existing. So whatever the fuck those are, win. I hope it's Balatro. Pokemon Trading Card Game kind of just didn't last. We don't want to play it anymore. I'm kind of over it. But Balatro is cool. Whatever the fuck these things are.
Yeah. This one's hard because it's like, yes, I think Balatro should win, but man, this feels like the category for one of the gacha games, like Zenless Zone Zero, because I know that's like either connected or it's from the same people that did Genshin Impact. And from what it sounds like, this Wuthering Waves is a similar. I don't know about AFK Journey, but also the Pokemon Trading Card Pocket game is making a shit ton of money, and people are still.
Oh, I know.
I fell off of it. This one, I'm gonna pick Balatro because I want Balatro to win, and I honestly don't know what is going to win.
I think Balatro coming out and just like getting a whole new second, third wave. I guess second wave between like PC and fucking. Well, no, it'd been like PC and then console and then mobile, like a third wave. Like getting more people into this game probably helped it. So, yeah, I see your point. Like these instant gacha, like cool mobile games that I guess look like console games sometimes could maybe take it, but fuck that.
Yeah, no, Balatro for my end as well. I feel like it'd be the winner. Depending how the award ceremony goes, if I don't know who's gonna get whichever category they'll say first. I think that'll swing to like what's gonna happen with Balatro. I think like if Balatro ends up like winning a bunch of shit that people are surprised by, this might be like a gimme award to like something that's like what Elliot just said, like probably Pokemon because it's making a shit ton of money, and they want to get that name out there some more. But
Do we
not
care
Balatro.
about? Yeah, right. Do we care about best VR AR game?
No, I don't.
I don't even have those things.
I don't even want to read them off. Best action game for the best game in the action genre, focused primarily on combat.
Okay.
Black Myth Wukong, Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Stellar Blade, and Warhammer Space Marine 2.
This could be Helldivers. This could be
This.
big of Helldivers.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all
I feel like if you
combat.
wanted Helldivers to win anything, this should be it.
This would be yeah.
But I mean, I could also see it just going to Black Myth. Space Marine 2 would be cool, but I don't see that.
Yeah.
I could see Black Myth playing more
Yeah.
than Stellar Blade or anything else.
Yeah, and honestly, it's like the thing. Like, it's best action game, and it's nominated for Game of the Year, so shouldn't that?
Yeah. Right.
I'm still gonna go with Helldivers because I want my heart to be right.
We want to feel some semblance of okayness with this game come the end of the year.
I feel good.
Johnny, tell me about the best action adventure games.
Our darling, our sweetheart, Astrobot, Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, Silent Hill 2, Star Wars Outlaws, and The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom.
I know a lot
I think
of
this
people
is
that-
tough.
Go ahead.
I'd go with either Astrobot or Silent Hill 2.
Mm.
I could see Prince of Persia taking it because that is a good action adventure game, and I know a lot of people loved it. Star Wars Outlaws, obviously not good. No Legends of Zelda for my end, at least. But Astrobot or Silent Hill 2, I could see for sure. Silent Hill 2 would be cool just because fuck how aggravating is some of that shit when you figure it out. It's great.
Yeah. But honestly, like now that I think more, I think I could really see it being Prince of Persia because I've heard like the movement, the action, the combat, the environmental puzzle solving is that game. And like while Astrobot is a good 3D platformer and has like the fun like challenge levels, speed run stuff like that, like Astrobot is like more than the sum of its parts. Because is it the best 3D platformer? Probably not. Is it like, everything feels smooth, everything feels good, but it's not like the gameplay of it isn't the biggest draw for me. It's everything combined in the package. So as an action adventure game, sure, it's great.
I think the problem in there is only with the fact that, like, as much as Astrobot has challenge levels, like, Prince of Persia has very challenging tokens and shit that you have to get that are sometimes so fucking stupid that when you get them, you feel, I don't want to say fully rewarded. Some of those rewards suck, but, like, you feel like you've achieved something. Even if it's menial in game, like, you still feel like you kicked that shit's ass. So, again, like, any of those three, Silent Hill 2 would be great just because exploring that world is so fucking disgusting, but still so good. Give me more of it. But yeah, whatever. Any of those three for me works. Elliot, tell me about the best RPGs.
I'll say, okay, I can't even speak anymore. Best role-playing game, Dragon's Dogma 2. First time we've heard that tonight. Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, and Metaphor ReFantasio. So this one, I think it's between Elden Ring or Metaphor. It's just, what are they wanting to give? Like, we're talking about like the actual role-playing of it. Like I said, Metaphor ReFantasio is the best combat role-playing game or turn-based I think I've ever played. But it says for those best designed with rich player character customization and progression. there's a lot of that there. So I think mine would be for Metaphor, but I could also see Elden Ring because they love Elden Ring. Everyone loves Elden Ring.
I could see Dragon's Dogma 2 taking this just for the surprise factor of it. I know those who enjoyed it really enjoyed it. The game had a very big pushing point against me that I was not ready to abide by. Final Fantasy VII literally has too much happening in it. The role playing isn't that great. Elden Ring would be fantastic. I mean, just from being playing base game, that seems great. Infinite Wealth, sure, for what it is. Played. Metaphor, I'll take your word for it. So there is my winner.
Yeah, same. Originally, I was probably gonna say it's a toss between Elden Ring and Metaphor, but I feel like Metaphor is just. This is like one of their awards that they should win for this category.
I do want to.
I have no opinions.
Real quick, I do want to shout out Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. That game is awesome. It's fun. It's quirky. It's just a joy to play. But it's just been so, again, recency bias. That game came out, I think, in January. And so it's been a long time. And just for it to be kind of overshadowed. But that game is so damn fun and so damn quirky. But yeah, it doesn't win here.
I have no opinions on best fighting game.
Yeah.
Tekken 8 all the time just because I'm a Tekken kid, but I don't care.
Yeah. I think I would rather play horror games than fighting games. So that tells you anything about how much.
Yeah.
Outside of Super Smash Brothers, I'll play some Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Johnny, any
All right,
opinion on the fighting games?
No, I mean I haven't played Tekken 8. Prefer if you're going to go nostalgic purposes, Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection, which is like a whole bunch of great games that you will remember back in the day. You know what I mean? So, but it's probably Tekken 8. Come on.
Best family game. I think all of us have played one game or another on this list, either with a child or a spouse. So I feel like this one helps for us a little bit, which is why I'm going to pause on. Astrobot, Princess Peach Showtime, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, and The Plucky Squire. Immediately still take The Plucky Squire off this list.
And to piggyback on there, get fucking Princess Peach Showtime off this list. That was, again, if there was a runner-up for most disappointing, honestly, for me, it'd be Princess Peach Showtime, because I played that with my daughter, and I was very excited. I was like, oh, this would be great. But, man, it was just not good. It was like they put no effort into that, and honestly, it kind of made me really like, oh, what is this Legend of Zelda going to be like when are they going to give this the same treatment? But it seems like they gave it, like, playing as Zelda in that is at least a lot better than playing as Peach in Princess Peach Showtime. So fuck that game too.
Echoes of Wisdom does not speak to me as a family game. So what's your choice, Elliot?
Astrobot. I mean, I've talked multiple episodes on here that I play still. Literally 2 days ago, my daughter and I are still playing Astrobot. It's in my house. It's a family thing, but it is not there's not a multiplayer outside of that. So it does make me wonder if Super Mario could win this, because it is the only one of these that is like a play with the family, like everyone in the family play together. So I think Astrobot, but it wouldn't surprise me if Mario won, or if Mario Party won because of that.
I'm in agreement with
same
that.
boat. Yeah.
Do we have feelings about the best sim/strategy game? I don't.
I played Kunitsigami, Path of the Goddess. It's a really cool mix of like a strategy with like a action game that just didn't click for me. I think it was really cool. I know a lot of people really liked it, so that's kind of the one I'm pulling for. I played like 2 hours of it, so that would be cool to see.
All right. Do we have feelings about best sports and racing? Obviously, I'm going to say that WWE 2K24 should be on that. because I actually played it and loved the hell of it. And it will be on my top 10 for the year, just because fuck, it'd been so long since playing one of those.
Yeah. There you go. WWE for me. Why isn't Madden on this?
Well, I was actually.
I'm
gonna say-
surprised neither Madden nor college football.
Yeah.
I am surprised that college football is not on this. That actually might sneak onto my top 10 list. I'm not sure, just because the whole run up to college football not being around since college football 2013, 2014 when it was NCAA football, and then the whole like it coming and being so long coming. Oh, is this game going to come? And then when it releases, it is a bare bones game, but the game itself, the feeling of playing, I am shocked that they made it feel good and they made it feel like not just a Madden reskin. Like
Nice.
That was kind of amazing to me that it like had its own kind of unique. So I'm shocked that it didn't get nominated. I am furious. I am going to riot. I'm going to write strongly worded letters to Geoff.
I was gonna say Elliot's gonna pick it outside the the Peacock Theater that it's being held at.
Now I got my brother-in-law and my nephew. My nephew's 7. My brother-in-law is not 7, but they both really like WWE 2K24, so that would be my pick too.
The game's meant for 7-year-olds and not 7-year-olds at the same time. Great. All right, Johnny, tell me about best multiplayer.
Here we go. The nominees are Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Tekken 8, and Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2. Who's the winner? I say Helldivers 2. Nah. Fuck that. You didn't give me the aliens. It's Black Ops 6, bitches.
It's Black Ops. I think that them coming back from the last game not being great and them being like, okay, this is one of the best Call of Duties in years, and having a zombies that people really like that's, I guess, really full-fledged. I think it's Blops.
Hells yeah.
I give it Helldivers 2 because that's honestly like a game that got me into playing games with people, right? For so long of just playing, aside from like the occasional quarterly game of Zone, like that's got me actually back into wanting to play with people again. But also at the same time, Black Ops got me back into playing fucking Call of Duty to where I'm now like level 45. So there is that. It's a very good fucking game. So give it to Black Ops 6.
There we go.
All right, I will talk real quick. Best adaptation. So this is creative work that faithfully adapts a video game to another entertainment medium. So they say another entertainment medium. It is all TV shows here. So yeah, they said one other entertainment medium this time. First of all, snub. Spoiler alert, how the fuck is Borderlands not on this list?
Right?
We're even showing the game, guys.
Great performance of Jamie Lee Curtis.
The nominees are Arcane, Fallout, Knuckles, Like a Dragon, Yakuza, and Tomb Raider, The Legend of Lara Croft.
I mean, I'm going Fallout.
Yeah.
I'm just going Fallout.
If we're saying get one the hell out of here, I thoroughly enjoy Sonic 1 and 2. I think they are fun movies, decent plot, like there's fun to watch. Knuckles is so fucking boring and stupid that I can't get through more than 2 episodes. So get that the hell out of here. Yeah, I agree. I think
Arcane, I've tried to get into Arcane so much. I could see Arcane winning, especially with this being the final season this year.
And the musical performance.
Yeah, right. But I hope that Fallout takes it because Fallout was just so fucking good.
Well, and it is best adaptation in every sense of the word. They did so many little things, like from the stem pack sounds to the, like all of the different things in there to make it a good adaptation. And it's very fitting to like Fallout. It's like there's a whole world of Fallout. Like this could absolutely very much be happening, and you just don't know because the characters are in another part of the country.
I think Fallout does, in that like context that you mentioned, what The Last of Us did last year. Like The Last of Us nailed perfect shots from the game, while Fallout just had that feeling of being inside of one of those games. So I get how that might not like make sense to people. Like sounds and mannerisms and gags work sometimes a hell of a lot more than a perfect recreation.
Agreed. Fallout, the winner.
All right.
Most anticipated game, recognizing an announced game.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And this will probably be the last one because the other that we covered, because the other ones are like.
Is this going to be our most divisive picks?
I hope not. But yeah, after this, like Elliot was saying, all that's left is esports and content creators.
Yeah.
And I know I can't speak to that at all.
We're going on.
Mm-hmm.
Going a little long this time, like we said we would.
Not 3 hours.
Most anticipated game is Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotai, GTA 6, Metroid Prime 4, Monster Hunter Wilds. GTA 6 should take this, and I am equally looking forward to Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotai, and GTA 6, but GTA 6 will likely take this.
Yeah,
and the only thing that will sweep that is Ghost of Yotai.
Yeah, and I think IGN just came out with an article today, or not IGN, it was through Bloomberg. I don't know if either of you saw it, that multiple game studios are waiting for Grand Theft Auto 6 to announce an official release date so that they can get the fuck out of the way. I don't think there has ever been a more anticipated game in the history of video games than Grand Theft Auto 6.
No. I mean, before this would be GTA 5, right? Like,
yeah.
If
I'm saying my most anticipated, I think Grand Theft Auto 6 is still the most, but like Death Stranding 2 and Ghost of Yotai are close-ish. But if we're saying the most anticipated, like, it's that, hands down.
Yeah, I agree. It's Grand Theft Auto 6. People have been fucking waiting for it. They're waiting for like new story-rich content.
We've also just been longing to get back into that stupid little world of good driving and okay gunplay and just dumb shit antics happening on the streets and good radio stations, because we don't have good radio stations.
GTA.
I'm sure even one of mine does. Like, and I'm gonna have to buy 2 copies of that game. God damn it.
Yeah, definitely. I think we talked briefly when this list came out, like that Metal Gear Solid Delta is not on there.
Yeah.
Which I think if you expand this to 10, it probably is.
Yeah.
It's
Honestly,
a noticeable omission.
Yeah, I'm not a Metroid person at all, but I could see it almost being as anticipated as that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But just Metroid just being so legendary. I mean, it was announced back, what, like 2017?
Yep.
2018, yeah. So I think Delta is very anticipated. It's just not on the collective level of any of these. Also, Adam, I'm very upset that you did not say the full title of Death Stranding 2 when you were announcing them. Do not forget it is On the Beach.
On the beach?
In case you were wondering where it is going to be. It is going to be on the beach.
Where are we stranding this time? Where are we stranding, boys?
It's going to be like the DOA Extreme Beach Volleyball. It's on the beach.
I mean, if you wanted like more eyeballs on this fucking award ceremony, you could just slap in Delta. Just to see, like, people be fuming in there. Just to see the awards of it and like see what would happen.
Also, like, why are there some categories that have 5 nominees and some have 6?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting.
Because
number 6 would have been it in Delta.
There's parameters. They do have guidelines, but they're not like really fully transparent as to like what each category number should be. Like, what
they're more like guidelines than actual rules.
There you go.
Yeah. So there you have it. Astrobot's gonna win everything.
It's gonna sweep them bitches up and be like,
but,
got them awards.
So the other award that is ongoing, and we mentioned a little bit, is the Player's Voice Award. So that is currently, it started at 30 games, and it is now down to 5. The 5 being Black Myth Wukong, Genshin Impact, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree, Wuthering Waves, and Zenless Zone Zero.
I hope they make an ongoing game called Wuthering Heights.
That I keep wanting to say Wuthering.
I know.
That's all I hear. It's Wuthering Heights.
I truly don't give a fuck about this award anymore. Like, all the great shit got taken off.
Yeah.
And I'm left with Wukong and fucking.
It's like, what is
Erdtree.
this?
Like, I don't really care anymore.
It's like, do people enjoy playing games?
I think I saw something on Twitter, and whether it's true or not, is that when any of these gacha games get nominated or win awards, they are like free spins, free polls, get these free characters. And so all these people are wanting them to win the awards because they want more gacha polls. So. And I mean, that's the thing, is a shit ton of people play these games.
Yeah.
Like Genshin Impact, a shit ton of people play these games, and the Zone Zero is from the same people. I have gone down. There was a random one 2 years ago called World Flipper, which was like a gacha pinball game that I put way too many hours into, and I can just see how they could suck people in. And it's community voice. Anyone can vote, and you literally, I mean, I guess you have to log into an account to cast your vote, but I'm sure there's very easy ways around that.
Oh yeah, I'm for sure.
Thank God the actual game of the year is not a player or a people's choice.
It's not fan voted in. Oh god! And I just realized you just said, like, there's 2 same studios here. Like, what is that? Pick one. You can't double dip. God.
Well, in Genshin Impact, I was like, oh man, this is an old game, but I'm sure they've added a bunch of content that they consider like a DLC. I don't know.
So Elden Ring wins this one.
I think Black Myth Wukong wins this one.
It probably does. It probably does, because they're like, we want this game to win. The big crybabies out there.
And we're going long, so I don't want to do I don't think we should do like a whole bunch of predictions. But
no,
I want you guys to predict what is the one more thing. What is the last thing that's shown?
Yeah, I think that will be interesting, because I don't think, and I think we had talked about this previously, I don't think Rockstar's ever shown anything here.
No.
I don't even think Red Dead 2 was announced here. I don't even know where the hell. I think they just did it themselves. So yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see what happens from the end of this. I have no predictions, right? Like, there's no fucking telling. I guess unless Nintendo comes out and says, hey, we're working on another, like, Legend of Zelda game in the same vein as, or in the same style as Breath of the Wild with a different play style to it, like same graphics and all that shit, but I don't see that happening.
I want somebody coming on stage with a prototype Switch too.
Yeah.
And just saying, coming soon. That's it.
Yeah, that would be cool. I think it's going to be, this is kind of a blanket statement, but I think it's going to be a Sony first-party IP that we know of. So, like, what's next in God of War, or what's next in one of those, or maybe even...
I mean, you could also do, like, Naughty Dog's not announced thing.
Yeah, because it seems like that is gaining some traction. Or Wolverine. What's going on with Wolverine? I think that Sony makes the most sense. They've had history. Remember the one more thing on... Was that Opening Night Live? Was it... What was it? Was the... where they just talked about The Last of Us factions? Was that Game Awards?
I think that was an opening night.
Yeah, and it was just like very...
No, it was the Game Awards, because like fucking they won something and he went on stage and said, also coming.
It got leaked that it was going to happen, and it was this whole thing. So, but I think that just makes a lot of sense. There's the connection there to Geoff. Or it could just be Kojima going and doing some weird shit again.
Maybe more OD.
Give us the next trailer for OD.
Or next trailer, what the fuck is the...
Fizzant?
Fizzant, yes.
Yeah, probably that instead.
But it's going to be for the Fizzant film, not the game. He's going to be like, we're not talking about the fucking game right now.
main character, Jeff Keighley.
Oh,
All
I
right,
forgot.
well, we're all...
A24 teaser trailer for Death Stranding. There we go. I forgot about that.
Oh,
There you
there's
go.
that.
Go ahead.
That could be a really good one.
All right, so we'll all be back here in a couple of days after this whole show has transpired, and we'll bitch about things at that point the same way we always do.
Being seriously disappointed. Yes. It's like we're nearing the end. Guys, where can they find you?
Adam and Sam at the Disco every Tuesday. We might have a winter hiatus coming sometime soon, just because winter holidays get really shitty with schedules. So you can catch me there, literally everywhere, apparently including Blue Sky, which is boring according to some people. I don't check it. Mr. Cropes, some variants of the spellings of the amount of letters in there. You'll find it. I trust you.
Yes, and mine is very much not giving away my full name.
Nope.
eholmes91 on Twitter and now Blue Sky. So, yeah, I don't do any other fancy weekly podcasts. I just come on and talk to you guys. And the fanciest of podcasts, Shawnee, the fanciest. Nothing but the best.
We're very clappy.
Let's just say that the E stands for Enola, the number one fan site. eholmes91.com, number one fan site for Netflix's Enola Holmes film. And if you want to find me, I'm everywhere as Johnny Flores Jr., even on whatever gaming platform you can think of. Podcasts available everywhere, including Apple, Spotify, YouTube, Acast. Just type in Metal Gear. You don't have to put in Resurrections. Google AI will shove me up your face. Oh yeah!
Love being shoved up people's faces.
I prefer other places, but that's for a story for another time.
Other places, stinky faces.